All right. Countdown. Did anyone want to? Are we live? Live? After?
We're
Oh.
live.
We're
Hi.
Oh shit, we're
live.
live. Hey, what's
How's
up,
it going,
everybody?
everybody?
All right, hey, this is High Shelf Gaming. I'm David. We're playing Blades in the Dark tonight. This is our Wednesday night gig, and this is maybe okay, Mike. I think this is going to be our last heist. That's what everybody keeps telling me. Does that mean that this is likely our last session?
Of
So,
Is
Blades.
that how it works with Blades?
what I was thinking, and this is the thing when we said like, oh, we got 2 minutes to spare. It's like, there's the conversation we should have had. Um, what I was thinking was, we still have this one more score that we're trying to do here. And then I was thinking like next week doing either immediate wrap up or like a little bit out into the future. Like where did Ohm end up? Like a year later when Ohm is somewhere, what's it like for Ohm?
Right.
To kind of cover like a little bit of like
Yeah,
epilogue for the
like at the end
characters,
of the Sandlot.
NPCs who we don't know what happened to them. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some sort of opportunity to like kind of wrap it all up with like a bow.
that'd be
Um,
fun.
and then after that,
Satara opened a Costco.
yes,
Yes.
Maisley was elected Lord Governor. Like,
Yes.
That's the only
These
fun
things
stuff.
make sense to me. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we're gonna have like an epilogue. That's really gonna be fun.
yeah, yeah. I think that's what I had in mind and should have talked
Beautiful.
with everyone else about first. Yeah,
Beautiful. No, that's awesome. Okay. So,
That's good.
and
um,
after that we'll talk during break. Like, yeah.
yes, yes. All right. So to go through our spiel, right? We are a podcast, but kind of in hiatus right now while I get my stuff sorted out. But otherwise, we are a Twitch and YouTube community that runs and plays a lot of actual plays together. So Blades in the Dark by John Harper um, and Evil Hat Press. Awesome game. We've been playing it for over a year now. All of our characters are super powerful compared to where they started. And yeah, I think we have one more heist left for the crew, which is super exciting. We're going to do that tonight. And I think our next game is Saturday. And that is going to be Aegon, also by John Harper. Because
And Evil Hat
Ethan,
Press.
Yeah.
yes. And Ethan, you've been running a couple of Aegon games already. So this is going to be
Yeah.
like your third or fifth or 10th Aegon
Yeah,
game.
I think I've got my feet under me now as far as Aegon's concerned.
I'm excited.
So I got ideas.
Yeah, and Aegon is a like gods, demigods, Greek
Yeah, it's
mythology
kind of like the
style.
Odyssey, basically, including the fact like there was a war, your characters all fought in that war. Now they're trying to get home, but then all the gods were like, "Hey, can you like take care of some stuff for us first?
Do all these other things first.
We've noticed there's like a ton of strife just in the world. Can you fix that, please?
Yeah,
If you
that's
do, we'll
exciting.
let you go home. If not, you die. It's fine."
We're gods, we don't care.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. Yes, we're gonna start an Aegon campaign on Saturday, which is gonna be super dope. And then flipping around to following week, I think those are our two games until Blades again following Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And then what Friday is Mass Effect.
Yeah, and then on Friday we start our Mass Effect game, and then the following Monday is Shadowrun
Character creation.
character creation for Shadowrun. So yeah, February guys, we are starting 3 games: Aegon,
Boom.
Shadowrun, Mass Effect.
And ending one game,
Yep.
starting another game.
Four
And
What's
then
our,
games.
oh
We're
my god!
ending.
And then after Blades is wrapping, then you've got
I
Red
think
Markets,
Brindlewood Bay.
we're
Brindlewood
talking about
Bay.
taking a short break and doing some Brindlewood Bay first.
Yes.
Oh man, I've
A
been
little bit of
watching
a
the
palate
Golden Girls.
cleanser.
I'll be
I
so
cannot
ready.
wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun because we're all gonna be like Murder She Wrote, but Golden Girl style, right?
Now
That's the idea
that's
I
what
keep throwing out
that's
there.
what we decided. We're
Yeah.
like, oh, we're gonna be like the Golden Girls. And it's
That's-
like,
Yep.
yeah, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Not
I
far
guess, like,
off,
sure,
right?
that
Like,
I can't wait. Yeah, one of us is gonna be complaining about our dentures the whole time. It's gonna be
we'll be old
fantastic.
ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah, lovable old ladies that have some spice.
Well, that's the only characters you can make for the game. That's literally like all the
Ladies.
characters are 70 plus women. Like,
I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yes.
This is going to be fantastic. So yeah, we have a banner month for all of you planned with lots of games starting up. So thank you for tuning in and hang out for those. We're going to be, I guess, jumping right into Duskfall. I can't wait to see how tonight goes because we've been building up quite a bit to this, and that's exciting to me and kind of bittersweet. So, Mike, why don't you take us into the land of Duskfall with the lightning walls and the ghosts?
Yeah, we've done a lot of research and development in the last year. We've done a lot of gang slaughter and or friendship.
Slaughter.
And
Mostly the slaughter part. A little bit.
I was like, I don't think we're
maybe.
friends with anyone.
Old Fireborn is out there. You're like +1 with him. That's like,
And the red sashes and the crows are fans.
I would think the
There's
crows
a
are
couple
kinda,
things.
neutral. But, like,
Well, we killed somebody for the crows. I mean, we also wanted to kill them, but you know,
But we made money off of it because
that was the first time that was the first time we put a head in a bowling ball bag.
That was.
Yep.
Did we use the same bowling ball bag for the second head?
I'm sure we did.
Yeah, that sounds
I
bad.
mean, how many of those
did
do we
rinse
have?
it out first? Because like that just seems
Yeah, in the
unsanitary.
river with all that
Yeah.
river water. The
Gross.
canal water is where we rinsed that out.
But then it just ended up filled with like hagfish slime, which is like way worse than blood.
I was just kidding. We're
So-
just going in. Like Katrina's
We're
about to
just-
tap out right now. 5 minutes into the stream, she's like, done.
See, this is why we need to play Brindlewood Bay.
That's right. That's right.
Because
Little
then
palate cleanser.
the only gross things are like denture cream. I guess. I don't know. It
Oh
doesn't
my
sound
God.
pleasant.
Doesn't.
Does its job. That's all that matters.
It does its job.
So yes, Blades in the Dark. Ta-da. So, right here. Ta-da. The precious is still around.
You have the Red
yeah.
Markets book. Are you going to be able to continue that tradition?
If I could lift it, Red Markets is about 500 pages, 8.5 by 11. So that's.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, there's your workout. You
You
know,
got a Gormora over there.
just do some Red Markets curls.
Yeah. It is a
Markets curls.
hefty piece of literature. Yeah, so Blaze of the Dark, it's a game where we play a gang of scoundrels in a city where the sun has gone out because of cataclysm 1,000 years ago, and there are ravenous ghosts that want to eat everybody, so they have a big wall of lightning to try to keep those out of the city and keep everybody alive and in one piece. So we have spent a bunch of time here plotting and planning and murdering people and not being murdered by people and exploding giant robots powered by ghosts and demon hearts and all kinds of stuff. We have been all over the map. So I kind of want to take one more spin around the board here to like have everybody introduce your characters again.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's start here. See, right first time with Katrina. Who can tell us about Maribel?
Hey, I'm Katrina. I play Maribel the Slide. She really likes secrets, especially yours, and now she has all of Duskfall at her fingertips.
Nice. And then down here we have Casey.
Hey, how y'all doing? I am Ghost, aka, well, no, that is my aka number. Griffith, aka Ghost. I am a Taikarosi, and I usually hunt the most dangerous game. But now I'm looking forward to retirement.
Just relaxing on a beach in the Dagger Isles, getting up to nothing, just spending some spare time hanging out.
Possibly working on new weapons of mass destruction. Who knows?
Like we did.
Hey, whatever happens. So then down here in the bottom corner we have Ethan.
I'm Ethan. I play Demas, the spider. Started out as this scion of a noble house that had fallen on hard times, was gonna, destroy the government as you do when you're, young and had finished fighting a war or whatever. But now maybe retirement's the new plan, and that's going to be the masterpiece. Retirement.
Which leaves us here with David.
Hey, I'm David. I play Ohm, the leech of the group, or the tinkerer of the group, the saboteur. Ohm is Taikarosi, like their cousin Griffith, the Hound, and Ohm is the, like, I don't know, child of the group in a way. They have had kind of like a loose connection with reality at times, and with awareness of what's really going on. But we've had a big year, and Ohm has matured a great deal and is about to become enemy number one for the Lord Governor, I think, and is also looking to retire. So that should be good. That should be real good. The whole chance to retire thing.
It's always nice to have a chant. Can you do the click and drag thing, Mike?
Yes. I just got the click and drag thing to work. So everybody is back to being yourself again.
Yay!
I think once you click and drag people, they don't move even if they turn their camera off. I think I discovered that on Monday.
That would be helpful. Yeah. So that's us. That's the crew. Let's see. Last time we did downtime, right? So there was cavorting, and there was visiting your vendor friends, and going to dice games, and telling people about all the fabulous jobs you may have for them in the future if they just want to move to the opposite end of the continent map. Little things like that. And before that, we murdered the vampire dude with the help of Satara, who dropped off Maisley again as weird living weapon child. She just melted a bunch of people.
I don't know if we should feel responsible for Maisley's transformation or grateful.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Griffith feels nothing but just joy that Maisley has found a lot in life that she is good at.
She's found a purpose.
She would have made it there eventually. You know?
But we're not involved, so that's excellent. Griffith's eyes is like, we're not involved with that.
Right.
Yeah. Maisley was concerned because Mommy and Daddy died, and Maisley didn't want to die, so Maisley has found a way to avoid death. That's mission accomplished.
Yeah, I think that Maisley now gets to decide when she dies. Yeah. I think that's the power that she has.
Yes. Maisley has become something else. And we'll move on from there. Because we think about that one too much. You have to start making sanity checks. It's like it's bad place to go. Anyway.
Games.
Yeah. Y'all have spent most of the campaign working on these fancy masks. Eventually to find out that they were part of the Lord Governor's plot to have like his super secret mega murder squad, and have them be able to like communicate in secret to coordinate their attacks and all that kind of good stuff. So you kind of faked your own death ish. Yeah. And now we've kind of given people some plans, but not everybody has plans, and there's like, what's up? Where are we going to go?
Going to the pirate island. That's
Tangletown.
We're still going to Tangletown.
Tangletown has been next to our hideout this whole campaign.
Entire game.
The entire game. And it wasn't until like our hideout was destroyed that I realized that Tangletown was a place that people go to like regularly as neutral ground between gangs. I missed that when we were giving out that tidbit of lore. And I was like, oh, Tangletown is an actual destination. Shit, we could have been going there this whole time.
We never really had like a lot of business with other gangs. Like we've mostly been putting them out of business. Yeah.
We negotiate at knife point.
Or at gun axe point.
Yes, at gun axe right.
That too. Yeah, it is
Or
placed
Molotov
just
cocktail.
far enough that I have a hard time getting it up on the stream to show where it's actually at. But yeah, Tangletown
Can't
is
see
here,
it.
off that district of Crow's Foot where y'all were based. It is this mess of uh, a wrecked Leviathan hunter ship, and then a bunch of other ships that are kind of like rafted up with it, and they've built like walkways and things on top of it and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, for the gangs of Duskfall, this is neutral territory. That is a place that you can go. You can have your meetings of like, we've been killing each other in the streets, but maybe it's time to figure out how to not kill each other in the streets anymore moving forward. Um, that kind of thing. Or you could try to summon all the gangs in the city there to have your little sales pitch.
Which
I
is our
think-
score tonight. That's our heist tonight. We're going to try and give away all of the mask schematics, and
At good prices.
at good prices. And there's a free tier, right? This is a premium model, folks. This is we're taking modern.
It's freemium.
Modern, yeah, it's
The
a
masks are
freemium.
freemium.
It's a freemium product that we're gonna let people subscribe to.
It's a free mask with in-mask purchases.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It has its own mask microcurrency.
Just call us EA.
in the form of souls.
Play to win. Play to win.
Yep. Yeah, it is absolutely pay to win. These masks are 1,000% pay to win. Yeah. Oh boy.
Cannot wait. We're gonna do so great.
Yeah, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. We've already told a bunch of people it's gonna happen.
If we avoid rolling dice, then Mike doesn't get to tell us how our life gets worse.
Ooh, that's awesome. So
It's
Which
taken a
means-
year, and you have figured out how to short circuit the entire game. Yes.
Yeah, we just short
Yes.
circuit the entire game. Just avoid rolling dice, and nothing gets worse.
it's like playing keepy uppy, right? You just gotta not let the ball touch the ground. Just don't create a situation where dice can roll, and you got
Yep,
it.
just take no actions.
Right. What is that? Oh man, did you ever see the movie Stranger Than Fiction?
No.
Where it's an old Will Ferrell movie. This is before he really made it big, and
It has like
Oh,
the
I know
charts
of
and
it.
stuff.
yeah, he's got all these
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
money
yeah,
charts
yeah.
behind him, everything, because he's an actuary or some IRS guy. Anyways, there's this period where he realizes that he is being narrated because he keeps hearing this voice describing the things that he does as he does them. He's like, "What the F is going on?" And at some stage, he's just like, "You know what? No, I'm not going outside anymore. I'm not doing anything anymore. I'm going to stay in my apartment this whole time, and there is nothing that can be done." And the writer, at the same time in the movie, she's like having this huge writer's block. And she's like, I just can't, I don't know what to do with him. And then she drives a excavator scoop through his window as a construction crew starts to tear down his building as they had the wrong address. And it was like, that is fate, brother, moving you out of your sedentary life. The plot will find you. And we, as Blades of the Dark characters, cannot sit in our apartment waiting for nothing to happen because something will eventually find us.
Yeah, then Michael just start making like fortune rolls,
Right.
that just say like no reason.
Well, it's the
then-
whole it's the PVTA thing, right? Like if you make a move and your roll is bad, something happens in reflection. And if the GM makes a move, stuff just happens. Like
Right.
and that stuff can be like rocks fall, take level 4 harm.
Right.
It's like
Right. Yeah. GM's moves always occur. You as a player have to decide how much of that you're okay with, which is fantastic. Okay. So we are in the safe house.
Yep.
yes.
Safe house that we've acquired in the docks.
Okay.
I believe last session we got some like an undisclosed quantity of blackmail to make sure that the gangs don't just try to kill us because we have a lot of people who aren't our friends.
Right.
and just for a little extra leverage, always good to have. And I think that's about all we got to as far as like prep for this.
We also
Yeah.
like finish out the masks and like there are masks like we can talk from long distance away type ordeal.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we made
Yeah.
this.
because I was able to
Pocket
abscond
dimension.
with the with Lord Skurlock's teeth, right? And through those teeth, I'm able to produce a memory of his library, and we can all enter that library through our own masks and communicate with one another either in the real or by leaving little notes that we scrawl on pages of his empty books.
So we made a Discord.
We made a pocket shard of what his teeth remember of his own library, which ain't much.
We made a VR chat room.
That's right. We made a VR chat room.
You made a VR chat room after you invented cell phones. Yes.
Yes.
Griffith is going to show up as a squatty version of himself, saying, "Do you know the way?"
Yes.
So shark versions of him showing up. Do you know the way?
Yes.
Okay, why does Milos just have the Cthulhu model? I don't understand.
That's a game in a game, isn't there?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh, we also have Milos for some security. The newly ascended.
What if our next Blades in the Dark game is we play as 5 little mice that the teeth remember living in that room, and therefore they are alive in that shard reality, and just like
Time
randomly
loops.
these like 4 or 5 yahoos keep coming in and leaving, and they like are trying to figure out how the hell to get away from this stupid library. None of the doors work, none of the walls work.
It's really existential.
There is someone, and I forget his name, and I apologize for that, who does some Blade stuff on Twitter, who did run a brief hack where all the characters in his game were mice.
Yes.
And he posted some of the stuff for it online, and it's like I will have to go back and take that out.
Yes.
That reminds me, we missed a game that we are going to be doing soon in the future, which is the Lord Skurlock Will and Testament game.
Yes.
I just
That's
don't
right.
want that to be forgotten.
That was
That's right.
a
That is.
bet.
I made that deal.
Yeah.
I have to run Lord Skurlock. I don't know how long. You can do it as a one shot. I saw the little section at the end, but you can also do an extended campaign. So we'll find a time to do that.
We'll slot it as a one shot for now.
Yeah.
Let's see how we feel when we get there.
Don't know how y'all feel about this, but I just rolled my d20 to see how well we're gonna do. And I got a 13, so take that for what it will.
Oh, sweet.
That's lucky.
Pretty good. That's
good.
pretty good.
No.
That's a success on a death save.
So like take that for what you will. I got lucky number 13 for that.
Yeah, I'm into that.
It's good. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Everybody's gonna be happy here.
Yeah,
Nothing can possibly go wrong in Tangletown. Yeah.
So do you want to lay out the explosives now or later?
No, that's a later thing.
No, that's a flashback. Right?
That's
a flashback.
Pay
Yeah.
stress for that one. Yeah.
No, nobody goes to Tangletown to fight unless you flash back because you went there to fight. Right? Like that's
Where did all this whiskey come from?
That's right.
why are there so many rags soaked in it everywhere? Yeah, so then is this the score of like summoning all these people here? Is this like the social score for negotiate, bargain, or persuade?
Yeah. I mean that's what we're doing.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then like what is success in the score? So I can try to figure out like what is an obstacle for the score.
Success is one, we're able to distribute all the masks, which isn't really an obstacle. I'm sure everybody's gonna want that, right? Like I would imagine. But we want like some money for it. Yeah, we need our freemium thing kind of.
Yep.
to work out. I think it's the biggest obstacle.
I think like one thing that we could be trying to do in here is obviously set up the or provide the schematics and that kind of thing, but one of the I guess risks of all of this is like other gangs having gotten wise to what our plan is and trying to take it all for themselves. Like I think that's a risk for us. Is we really need this to go to lots of people, and we don't want one person ending up with everything.
Yeah, and also we need to be able to leave when there's more than a few people who probably don't want that. So probably convincing them that, hey, it's better to just let us walk.
Yeah.
And it'd be great if you could help remind the Lord Governor of that as well, that maybe it's best to just let us walk.
Have a real Joker moment. Let's not blow this out of proportion, shall we?
I think that's the cards we have on the table. Is like Lord Governor not super happy with us, to put it politely.
He's a little upset. Yeah, he's but he's just he's
or
one
whatever.
guy. Who cares? Yeah.
We're dead. It's okay. We're dead.
And when we actually give away all the masks, that's a whole nother.
That's like, yeah.
It's like he really doesn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be real bad.
So I think those are kind of our obstacles: making sure everybody can get the masks, that we can leave, and that we can get some money, not necessarily like directly in our pockets, but I think that was going to go to be funneled to the Welkers through some clandestine amount of things, because the Welkers have legitimate business. So it'd be very strange for all of this gang money to end up in their pocket.
Yeah. We can find some way to launder all that. I'm sure that's fine.
Well, we are on pretty good terms with the Red Sashes, and they're like affiliated with the Aruvian consulate, so that a charitable donation from a foreign nation.
Contracts in whaling contracts that just so happen to be on the coast of a well-to-do place.
Yeah, a little island bungalow that's out there.
A bar with a fighting pit in it. What do you know?
Yeah, that's so weird.
So weird.
Okay.
They're doing pretty well. Then they just opened their first day, and they've already made like 30 coins worth of money.
How did they make Jeff Bezos levels of money in this universe in one day?
You wanted the breakfast octopus.
He's losing his job. Jeff Bezos is no longer be CEO.
Well, he's not losing it. He's leaving it. But
he's giving.
He's being fired by his boss.
I just want to shake my finger at Ethan, and you know why.
The
why.
breakfast octopus thing is the most supervillain shit I've ever heard a person say in their entire life.
But only the two of us knows what's going on. So
I'm sorry.
Just look up Jeff Bezos and his breakfast octopus. It's like something he notoriously said during like a business deal. It was like, your company is the thing on the breakfast menu that I don't understand. And because I don't understand it, I must have it. I must have the breakfast octopus. And that's how he justified buying an entire company.
Jesus.
That's the most supervillain shit I've ever heard any real person say.
What was the company that he was talking about? What was the breakfast octopus?
I bet you I can find it. But it's going to take a minute, so we should probably keep playing the game.
Oh, that. Okay, all right. I got a couple clocks. That works. That works for me. That's good.
Okay. I'm sending it to you, Dave.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
I got
It was
it.
Rutledge. Rutledge, whatever that company is.
Oh, that. Nah.
Yeah.
Someone gets to roll an engagement roll here, right? 'Cause I know what's going on.
Yes.
I'm finally on track.
I can do that. I don't know. Sure, let's do it.
The spider's plans finally coming to fruition. It's your job to roll the
Yes.
engagement. Yes. Cool.
That's on the cruise sheet, right?
Yeah, or
It's
just
only-
like a
it's only
fortune
been,
roll or
like,
whatever it is.
More than a year.
Only a year. Yeah, that's not a thing.
Okay.
Currency
Got
change.
1 die for sheer luck. Got
Yes.
that part down.
1 die for sheer luck. Is the operation particularly bold or daring?
I would say so.
Okay. 2. Is it complex or contingent on many factors?
How many gangs are coming? Like 16?
There's a fair number of gangs.
That seems like a few factors.
Okay.
Like,
That-
especially if we're counting each gang as a factor, like that's a lot of factors. So
Okay. So that'll bring it back down to 1. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
I think so, because we're kind of bringing this to them as there is an existential threat to the existence of crime in this city that is the Lord Governor getting this crazy technology, and we're offering you equal ground.
Okay.
Which I think, like, what do gangs want to do? They want to keep being gangs. That's
Plus, they want to be able to text. I mean, that's
right.
Yeah.
They're tired of only having 30 text messages per month.
Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations?
The gangs. So they're pretty, and we're going on neutral territory with a gang that's supposed to be dead but isn't dead and just capped a
I don't think they're prepared
Empire.
for anything we're bringing to the table. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
They're not prepared.
That is fair. Okay. Then we're at 2. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for the operation?
The red sashes and the crows
Okay.
are going to
So
be
that-
there, and they like us.
That brings us up to 3. Yeah. Are any enemies or rivals interfering with the operation?
It's a great question. Are they?
Sorry.
I would think that the Lord Governor might want to interfere with this.
Let's not give the GM ideas.
Not
I mean,
invite
it
the
says
tiers.
get away before the Lord Governor finds you on
Okay,
the
that's
thing.
fair.
So
Okay,
the
I-
idea is
You know,
You know,
point made. Point made.
Okay, so that's 2. Are there any other elements that you might want to consider? Maybe a lower tier target, maybe a higher tier targets give you penalties. Maybe there's a situation in the district that makes the operation more or less tricky. You will be on neutral ground, right? Like Tangletown is neutral ground and is meant for this kind of a meeting. So like that feels justifiable for grabbing another die.
Yeah, and I think there's enough like lower tier gangs mixed in with like any higher tier gangs that kind of just balances out. Right. Is that it? Then?
Anything else?
Is that what we got?
Unless somebody else could come up with something else they want to put on the table as a
Are we
factor.
adding Ethan's extra die for engagement?
I didn't do downtime, so I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Oh,
think.
but then Maribel?
Well, mine
What?
is you gain +1d to consort when you gather information on a target for a score. You get +1d to the engagement roll for that operation. I didn't consort to gather information.
Mine is acquire assets, so it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have any of that. Do we have anything on the through sheet? I think we have clandestine infiltration, so no.
I can go
This is a
hide in the
social
rafters.
score.
you can hide in the rafters. We could sneak on into tickets.
Can we count the exfiltration from Duskfall as a clandestine infiltration? Well, like, it's an exfiltration. Does that count?
That's right. It's the same thing.
What the hell, right?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the
It's
last
last
session. I've
time.
taken away everything. No, you get no dice.
Take it away everything. Yep.
So
Zero
four
dice.
four dice, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's just do that then.
Here we go. Hell yeah!
Well, that's one way
Great.
to That's
crit.
one way to engage.
Holy
a crit.
smokes! Have we ever critted on an engagement roll?
I think like
No,
once
usually-
I think
before.
so.
We've succeeded. I know we've
I
succeeded.
think we've done it once
Wow,
before, but
that is. Dope.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Does that mean
I
we're
think
not
that-
in a desperate position? We're not going to get XP?
Well, it means you're not in a
X-
desperate position. You're not going to get XP. What it does mean is that you're already past the first challenge, right? So what I was going to say, let me try to clear this
So we've
back
like
out here.
made it into Tangletown safely.
You're already it's you're already in Tangletown. You already have people gathered, and you have already started making the pitch about the Lord Governor wants to destroy everything and take over, and we have something that he wants, and that will give you something to stand up to him with. And like people are like, oh really? And like you have my attention.
What are your bona fides? Skurlock's head.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you stack that thing on the table and like everybody's like, oh, like that's what's happening.
we
So what I-
stacked something. I think we gave the head to. Did Satara loan us the head?
No, we got to keep the head. She took the.
No, she took
She
the
gave
head and
us
she
the
gave you the
tooth.
jaw.
Yeah, we got the
Okay.
teeth,
Oh,
and
yeah,
she took the
teeth.
head.
Yeah, but
Example.
you can put Skurlock's jaw right
That's
there.
right. That's right.
With
Yeah,
like some
everybody
very
knows.
obvious vampiric
Yeah,
shit on it.
yeah, that's right. With his like 4 giant ass.
You have his little like frilly there's a name for it. It goes on the cravat, something like that.
Cravat.
That has
Yeah.
like
Oh, let's not do
like
this
little-
again.
Ascot?
What is
there's
it?
a name for it. I don't remember. I don't know what it is.
What is it?
How
Cat
do
with
you
his-
know what it is?
He was
No,
he was a
it's-
fa-
It
He was a
left my mind as soon as you guys asked me.
he was a fancy man with fancy clothes, and you have like his little like fancy neck scarf thing that was tucked into the top of his robe and shirt, and like has like
It's got like the special pin.
yeah, it's got like the
the-
Skurlock logo, like Skurlock logo, the Skurlock like herald symbol, like brooch. kind of
Branding
thing.
that guy's got. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right? He's got little tiny trademark symbols on everything. I don't know what the hell's
Yeah,
going on.
and it's just covered in black
Mhm.
vampire ichor. It's like, oh man, only one person in this city bleeds vampire ichor
Yeah,
That we know of.
that we know of. That's right.
him and his kids. That's it. Yeah. So what I was going to say was, since we're here trying to sell the masks, what I was thinking of doing was giving everybody an action roll to do something in the process of selling the masks and like making the pitch here. And then for every tick on those selling the masks clock, take 2 coin. Right? So everybody has a chance to put something in. At the end of it, we get money because you've got their attention and they're in. And then we crit it on the roll. So now it's like, well, there should be something more for that. So I'd kind of like to make like a crew roll, like a tier roll.
Hmm.
And then based on that,
Okay.
like treat it as if it was filling in spaces, but don't fill them in and just take the coin.
Who wants to do that?
That's exciting.
Just
What's the crew? Is that just a
how
fortune
do you,
roll?
do you just click tier?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Should I?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Where is it?
On that crew sheet,
There
it's,
it is.
it's
Yep.
yeah.
Any bonus dice? No. Yes.
Yes. Take 1 because you've also got like, where is it? I had it written down. You have tier 5 manipulation information, so I feel like that's an extra die for like 5 rolls, right?
Nice.
Like so everybody can have an
Nice.
extra die for stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Because I don't have a real good other way of working in there.
Hey.
There you go.
That's
6. So a 6 is 3 ticks on a clock, so that's another 6 coin out there.
Wow. So just straight up,
Cool.
we have 6 coin.
Yeah.
That might be somebody's like, oh, Skurlock's dead. Here. There's been a standing bounty for his death for a long
Yeah.
time, and you
We've had
just
a-
collected on it.
We've had a pot going for about a millennia at this point. You got it. Congrats.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Every time somebody gets screwed over, we toss another $5 in the pot, and it's just been
That's
sitting there for like 800 years.
Yeah.
So you know,
finally accrued up to 6 coins worth of
Yeah.
payout.
6 months of like living expenses.
Right.
6 weeks. Yeah.
6 weeks.
Thank-
Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if it was a week or a month.
I think it's weeks, but it's money,
Either way.
and you've got a ton of money to begin with. So
Yeah.
this is more for the coffers. Yeah. So like you have all these people here. They are totally on board. Some of like the lower level small gangs are just like, I want what you've got. Like like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Here's
you
what
mean
I can
that
pay
puts us
you.
on equal ground with like those guys? Great.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It gives us a way to not just get like swooped in on and murdered by dudes in black armor. Yes, please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that would do like a tech demo,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
as the thing that I would like to do to help this would be to do a tech demonstration of the different levels of masks that Maribel is selling.
Have like a World's Fair kind of deal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
come around to the
exactly.
booth,
But
see what
all
they can
three
do.
booths are
Yeah.
right? It's
Step,
just one
step
booth.
right up and see the magic masks.
Did
Yes.
we recruit Ojak for demonstrations?
Oh, no, I'm not gonna out Ojak like that.
Okay,
That'd be
that's fair.
awesome though.
Just a legion of Ojak.
Yeah. If people are like, wait, is the thing about them being all the same, is that with the mask or is that separate? Okay, I don't understand.
That's an extra add-on price.
It's an add-on feature.
No, we can get the gutter snipes to do it. We can get the little.
The gutter snipes. Oh, that'd be awesome if this was like one of their last hurrahs was to be the
Dev is like standing on a box, like holding one up. It's like, it's really
Yes.
great, guys. You should wear it.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Sweetie Todd.
Yes. Yeah. No. I'm almost gonna arrange tech demos and like give presentations here. Let's do a test of the quality of your PowerPoint skills. Here, presentation here of like how much does this sway the audience to try to
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
give
should
you
this be a
more
sway?
money?
I feel like this could be a sway. Or
Tinker?
or
I
tinker.
would say
It
it's
could be
tinker
Tinker.
if you're showing stuff off.
Sure. I'm into that. But
I thought that's
also
what you were
understand-
going for.
Originally I
Yeah.
was, but then Mike said the word sway, so I was like, oh shit, well maybe it's a sway roll.
Hey, player gets to decide which action to roll.
Okay. Well then I would like it to be tinker, because I've got a lot of dots in tinker, and this is a tech demo.
That is fair.
Okay. So my position is probably controlled,
Yep.
and my effect is probably standard.
Yep.
Okay. And I want to ask for any bonus dice or anything like that. This is like
You,
because
you,
you
do
saying
get
that-
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because we have all the dirty laundry and everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I figure like you were saying that we were all going to be have an opportunity to roll in to add some stuff here. So this is the way that
Yeah.
Ohm does it, is through the tech demo. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So here you go grab yourself some bones, some teeth, whatever you need, and put that in here. It allows you to change the face. Put those over here. It allows you to communicate with one other mask. Rada rada rada. Hey,
Rada.
good success. I'm into
Yeah.
that.
Full success.
Another
3 ticks
6
on the
coin.
clock. It's gonna be another 6 coin for everybody. Yeah.
All right. So next up, I think would be the other Takarosis. Like, oh my guns, come on over here. Now as you know, I am a renowned hunter of the most dangerous game. But let me show you how this mask can help you escape when the authorities are coming after. And I want to use hunt. That's the one I'm going to use as I'm like trying to explain, like, well, maybe you do this face and then you get into another district and you do this face. And then if you're trying to go in the shadows and then show it goes straight to black, and how you can just blend in. Like my big old silhouette just blends back into the shadows of the wharf. So let me get a cruise sheet
Dope.
and hunt. Controlled, right?
Yep.
Standard effect. 1 bonus dice. Let's see what happens. Partial
5.
success. Because I'm not a
success.
quick success. I'm not as smooth as my cousin because I'm usually not a sales pitch guy.
But still, success. Mixed, but still success. It's important.
Right. I'm glad we had that extra die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, there's some guys there who are like, yeah, no, that sounds really good, but we've only got this much money. I'll send so and so to go get more money, right? Like to and we'll deal with that. And he totally goes to get money, right? Like.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on that little tick to show up.
Yep.
I was
So and
looking
so
at
is
the
gonna go
clock.
get some money.
Well, if these randos are here and they have something and they're taking money for it, well, and they mentioned the Lord Governor specifically. Well, the Lord Governor has a lot of money, and we could get that money instead of just giving money to people. That's
Fair. I think Demas is gonna do what Demas does best, and rub elbows with people with too much money. So with my fine bottle of whiskey, I'm gonna mark on my sheet.
You're not allowed to use those. Only Casey is allowed to use.
Yeah.
Hey, it's on my character sheet. Listen. This is my hobnobbery, okay?
Yep.
So with that fine bottle of whiskey, just having like a table for everybody to, I think Demas would want like my Lyric Clev over there with him, kind of
Mhm.
like just for the people who like know what's what, like the big power players kind of deal, like got them around just kind of schmoozing and doing stuff like that. So that fine bottle of whiskey, that does effect, right? That ups effect.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna consort positions controlled still?
Yeah.
Okay, effect. Great. And a bonus die for our manipulation information. Because it's like if anybody gets a little uppy or uppity, dude's just like, oh yeah, and how's that business venture going? Kind of deal. Like, and they just shut up.
Yeah, Alyssa. How are the crows after all those other guys tried to leave and form a separate gang? Remember when we brought you Casta's head for that? That was good time, right?
It was a great time, yeah. Okay. My role's not going to be as impressive as these first two because I have spent far less experience on skills, but we'll see what I can get. That's bad. That's bad. That's just bad.
Wait, did you get your bonus die for the?
I did, yeah.
Oh dang. Okay.
My highest skill is prowl.
Yeah, that makes
That
sense.
doesn't really make sense here.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I got scrappy after I went to jail.
Yeah, you did. You got real scrappy.
Yeah.
I was just making sure you got some for the secrets we brought in.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say we're getting a bonus for the secrets we brought in, and I thought we were getting another bonus die as well, but I could be wrong.
No, I use the whiskey for greater effect.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be a bonus die. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you narrate.
Yeah, so I think there is somebody at that table who's like, yeah, no, this seems like a really interesting thing that you're shopping around here. I'm sure we can find a really good. Hey, Jimmy, why don't you head back to the HQ and Grundle the Narthok, which is definitely not code.
Right.
Excuse me, what is Jimmy grundling?
I got it. It was something the Narthok from the Coneheads movie where they had to get like, you have to Grundle the Narthok, to, like fight the giant death beast in the pits.
Narful the
Yeah.
Garthok, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
That is amazing.
Grundle the Narthocalus.
Yeah, I know it's not Grundle because I know Grundle is something else. Anyway, we'll talk later.
We don't have time to get
Poor
into that
decision.
here.
Yeah, that's an off-stream conversation. But yeah, everybody's like, yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's there and it's a good thing, and like, yeah, sure, this is be good for people, but you know, like they don't. Like, I think even my Lara Clev is like, well, we run this district. There's nothing they can really do to us. And, you know, I appreciate the offer that you have on the table, but, like, we're in charge. What are they going to do? Huh? You going to come just wipe the entire school off the map and the Rivian consulate? And, like, you know, we're good. We're good. But good on you guys.
Yeah.
For coming up with something to sell.
Demas
Like-
is definitely just like, oh, yeah, nothing like what they did to Scotland. Sure, yeah.
Right.
Nothing like that at all. I'm sure they wouldn't do that twice.
That would be weird for them to
That would be
repeat
so-
success.
It'd be so weird for them to do that thing that worked so well the first time. I don't, yeah, totally. And that was in a whole different country. This is in their city.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wouldn't work at all.
They have no power here.
Yeah, remember how they spent 35 years at war with Scotland until that one night when suddenly the entire Scotland royal family died? It happens. You know, bad fish.
I like that Demas's failure is not like on the message, but on the hubris of everyone listening.
Yeah.
I appreciate that as a player.
I think now is the time to kind of pull everything together, like, or try to anyway. And so I'm gonna pull a couple of things out from my sleeves and try to grab a lot of dice and effect all at once. So Maribel is here. Rosemary doesn't dress like Maribel at all. It's very, very different. So I would like to use my Fine Disguise Kit to have disguised all of me. Can I use 2 things to increase effect from my list of thingies, of items?
I think it's probably supposed to just be one.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna click that for load. When you're using a disguise, you get +1 D. Well, that might not happen to confuse or deflect suspicion. I don't know if I can pull that in.
I don't think we're at a point of like suspicion deflection, right? This is still more like,
Okay.
here's the pitch, and like the blowback would be more of the like, well, yeah, but I mean the reason you don't like the pitch is because the 5G towers are making you like, yeah.
Not the 5G tower.
Oh my god. Okay.
They're towers with 5 dead goblins on them. 5Gs. That's
Cool. Okay, then I'm gonna sway.
okay.
And I'm at a controlled position. Great effect, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna push for a bonus die,
Okay.
and then we get a bonus die, right?
Yep.
I got A6.
Oh, that's a lot of twos.
Ooh, on twos.
Oh, we have
So I
money.
think
We do
Yeah.
have money.
that might have been like having a conversation with like Suresh, who runs the Silver Nails, like Tuhan there, about like, well, we're not sure we really need these kind of things. We take care of ourselves. It's like, well, but the thing is, it would really help you to do it. It's not right. Like, although Tuhan would be well acquainted with the masks at hand, so it's probably not that, because he would have known they were more worthwhile than that. But it's convincing somebody who's like otherwise, like, right, like Sway, you're changing their mind.
Hmm.
who was otherwise opposed to the concept.
And then maybe we can work in reverse. We'll follow the Catan rules, where the person that goes last also starts over the next one.
Like it.
To kind of continue what I'm doing, and do consort.
Well, what I was shooting for was not necessarily that these are clocks you're trying to fill to complete, but like we're just trying to count like as coin that everybody's getting out of this sale.
Got it.
Well, we're trying to fill them all, Mike. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, but we gave everybody their opportunity to go and try to do
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
you know, it's
that's
like-
true. That's
Okay.
true. That's good.
Okay, I was the weak link. I understand.
As demons.
You know, we didn't help each other. We didn't do any of the normal stuff that we normally do to try and boost these things. We were just rolling.
Everybody's just like, I want the coin, and then I'm out of here. I'm getting out of this town.
Do I need to go kill Jimmy? I need that go. Because Griffith would have definitely noticed Jimmy taking off.
I was going to ask.
It's two different
if-
times that like people left, like
I was
pointedly
gonna
left.
ask, like, because you did, like, could I tell if someone was like, yeah, go do that thing, but really you're gonna go, I'm telling you to go do something else.
Oh,
Am I
yeah,
catching people
like,
in lies?
Yeah, you know when people are lying, and when he says go to the HQ and get more coin, it's like
Okay.
that's not what he's trying to send somebody to do. Like he
Okay.
is absolutely making some sign of other thing up.
So when something like that, if that happens, Maribel's gonna like pointedly look at the person that said something like that and speak to Ghost, like, Ghost, they are trying to make an unapproved move. Could you go with them, please?
Sounds like a plan.
So they have left. So that is now having to go get them. So,
Okay.
just because
That's-
we
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nope. I can
But
roll
like
hunt.
specifically, like looking at the guy, like I just saw through you, and to make a point of like, don't do it again, like, to everyone in the room.
Okay. Yeah, then you know that two of those people, like, they sent people out for other reasons. Like that those people did not go away because they're just gonna like pop off and get a pack of smokes. They are headed somewhere. And it is not in your best interests for wherever they go.
Cool. Can I roll hunt with the idea of getting up into the crows? Like, this is an old ship place, right? So I want to use hunt to get up and get a better track on them. Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah, I mean, there's two of them, so you need to pick like which guy you're gonna follow.
I want
And
Jimmy
then-
because Jimmy gave off the hint of I'm gonna go talk to the Lord Governor.
Right?
They both gave off the hint, but Jimmy's the one
Yeah.
that I want.
The
Yeah,
guy
they're
who
both-
the guy who responded to Demas. Was that Jimmy?
Yeah, that was Jimmy.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
that was a different person. There's two of them.
Jimmy
Yeah.
was with Griffith, I think.
Oh, Griffith.
Yeah,
No,
no,
with
I
with
think
Demas,
I think
Demas
the
had a
guy-
table of like high rollers, and like one of them was the one who like
Yeah, I think the high roller guy is our
I'm out,
biggest
yeah.
issue.
Would it be possible for Demas to try to like cut and follow the other guy while Griffith is on one of them? Kind of deal. Like, excuse himself. Big event, other things to do, and then just like disappear.
Yes. Yeah, so I think one of those people take action notes in the character sheet and roll 20. Doesn't actually say it there. Who is he? Who is this guy? I know who he is, but where is he?
And I think Ohm is gonna stay with Maribel. If these two are cutting and running, then Ohm is going to saddle up closer to Maribel and make sure that we keep ourselves safe while we start to split up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the ones that were with Demas, why would I do any prep? That would be counterproductive at this point in the campaign. Yeah, like the woman, the person who was at the table who like really, just like, no, not interested, don't care, not our thing, and then sent someone to leave. That was a woman from the Dagger Isles, who has like a walking stick, and then like on the end of it, there's like where like there's like the little round handle type thing usually. It's a gold bee. And like the guy who was with her left, and he had like a little like pin that had like a gold bee on it.
Knows who that is. Oh, 1 second. Fuck.
That's not Salia, is it?
No.
The like information, because I remember there was a Dagger Isles woman that was like the information broker.
Yeah, no, that is not her.
Okay.
Oh.
Didn't we hunt this person?
We followed people with golden bee markings before. Like they've been seen in the city, around the city. Yeah.
It wasn't a hotspot. It was. Oh, here it is. If it's okay, would like to pass information to whoever's chasing this golden bee folk.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you, Demas?
So yeah.
Okay, then is going to take a moment to quietly don the mask and leave. Send word to Demas that the people with the golden bee are led by Djera Maha, Maha, and they were keenly interested in what happened to the former head of the Crows. And so they're like this. I think they're a merchant outfit or something like that. But Djera Maha is their leader, as far as Ohm knows.
Gotcha.
And do I need to roll anything to send that message to Demas without anybody else catching on?
No, because I think like once we've got the masks on, they're kind of like do their thing, right?
Okay.
Like we established that before.
Okay.
So giving him that information is fine. I think the person from the other table before, was probably, an older woman, dressed in black with like a little hat with like a black like lace shawl thing down the back, and she's. I think the reason that's like she was at like Griffith's group, right? That was when one of them left, and her argument was like more that like, dealing in things like this isn't really what we do. We're dealers. We sell. We buy and sell arcane implements, and this is not really what's of interest to her. And she has this like this person who is this person who was there with her, who's like a younger woman, who she like kind of pulls over to her, summons back over to her side. She's like, Jenna, you go tell the sisters that like this is not what we're looking for.
I guess it was about time, right?
Yeah, I had to get one in there sometime. Yeah.
About time for my greatest foe, Jenna, a servant.
Yeah. Now who is Demas gonna follow? That's
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
Was Ohm not wearing a mask?
Oh, that's a good point. Ohm would have been wearing a mask, but I have to like make changes to be able to talk to specific people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's really where I was going with it, is that like Ohm would have had to like decide who to send message to and do that
Okay.
without getting a lot of attention. And so that's really where I was going with that.
Okay, I was just clarifying that everyone is wearing their mask, black or not.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Great point.
That was going to be another question for me for Demas, was that he's been wearing a mask. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Demas ever did business except for with like people who are beyond being fooled by, like Satara, I think is see Demas's face, like LaRose, but like my Lyric Club, I think we were always masked, and
Yep.
like gang stuff kind of deal.
Yeah.
Anytime we related to gangs specifically.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then somebody from this group where they all have like the gold B pins takes off, and then this servant Jenna, who is working for this woman who mentions working for the sisters, leaves.
Yeah, and I think that would be who Casey's trying to get an eye on, right? Or Griffith.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. So I'm going
Right,
after
unless
that.
they're
Well, there was Jimmy. That's now Jenna.
That's Jimmy is now Jenna. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Jimmy's now
yeah.
Jenna. Yeah. So now I'm going after Jenna.
Yeah, and Demas would just kind of like, as we're passing all this information back and forth, kind of deal. Demas would be like, watch out for her, she's trouble, kind of deal. Like,
The servant is more than you know.
like I don't want to be anywhere near her. Like, I'm gonna go after this other guy.
So Griffith, as he's walking away, is like, Caster trouble, Skurlock trouble. Like, what's my level of trouble here?
She knows a lot.
Okay, so kill her.
Well, that's not what I said, but okay.
I'm gonna
Demas
just
does
say I
not-
don't have a
Demas does not
fetish
respond
in.
to that. That is great.
I don't have a fetish in. I can only communicate with Ohm.
That's right.
I'm just trying to make a sale here.
That's right.
Yeah, I
You
think
slap the hood on that match, like this baby can fit so many faces
You look
inside
at
it.
her. Just look at her.
Just look at her.
I think the thing that I don't know if we ever fully established like what the like why Jenna of all people is like Demas's big enemy, but I think it's like back from his like kind of spy days during the war. Like, she saw a lot of what he did and is kind of like dangerous because she knows a lot.
Fortune roll?
I'm just trying to figure out like what all they get up to. Like, how far are they? Where do they get to before everybody else is trying to like catch up to them here?
Yeah.
I'm glad to see 3s and 2s there then.
No, see, that's 3 districts.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Don't do that to me. Griffith is old. He's old now. He doesn't want to run that far. Just...
Oh man,
Oh,
that's great,
Karth.
dude.
Karth's
So,
about to go down.
is this a hunt or a prowl? Like, how are we doing?
You're gonna have to like find. You're trying to find her as she is making her way through this like Tangletown mess, right? So like
Okay.
that's. It sounds like hunt is more of the thing to me.
All right, so I am going to have my fine trained hunting pet because this is the last mission, so I'm bringing them on.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sir.
And Arrow Swift. I think I got Arrow Swift, so that means once I find her, she's getting the full police dog treatment on this one. So I'm gonna run hunt. Risky. Are we still in control?
Yeah, this one is risky, right? Like there's more stuff going on. This is not something where you're like have the definite upper hand here. You have to try to find her, and there's like a bunch of stuff, and like you're not supposed to be violent to anybody here.
Having a
You know,
trained hunting pet doesn't bring up my effect, right?
You know what's not violent? Someone
What?
just drowning in the river.
I hear it's real peaceful at the end.
That's not you. That's just,
Guys! Jesus Christ!
And in the end, murder hobos the whole time.
Scoundrels are scoundrels. Dress it up however you want.
Why do
Cutthroat
RPGs
criminals.
always end in
Look,
in just killing all the
This game's
NPCs?
made for that.
it is blades.
Well,
in
actually, it's
You're
not
not-
made. It's not made for killing, but we've made it for killing.
We've given ourselves all the air cover to kill people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to set the whole place on fire? That's the other
No.
option.
Yeah, while we're all
No,
while everybody's
I
still on it,
don't.
yeah, I do. I think do it.
Mike,
Let's see what
That'd be
happens.
really good for the bottom line.
Mike, no.
Y'all
God,
want
no.
that? Y'all want that desperate XP or not? Okay, here's the next
This is
clock.
the last
Make it
one.
out.
We don't need the XP. We don't
Make
need
it out. Make it out of Tangletown so you can leave town before you burn to death. It'll be great.
Right,
That's
right.
Can I have an answer to my question? Does
What
my
was your
animal
question?
give me a
Oh yes, it does. It gives you improved effect. Yes, it will give you great
Okay,
effect.
I was just making sure. I'll push myself to get that die.
Okay.
Got a 5.
Got a 5. So that's a partial success.
Great effect.
But with great effect, yeah. I think that is. You managed to figure out where she's headed eventually, and like you get right up to like where there's like this little docking spot, kind of on the side by Crow's Foot, as she is like she is in. There's the gondoliers in the city, right? They're like cabbies. They run gondolas. They'll take you wherever. There's a bunch of gangs out here doing some kind of like weird gang beat shit. So there's a bunch of gondoliers out here because like they're gonna need to get back and forth. It's across the water. So you get there as Jenna is like 5-6 feet off the dock in this gondola, like handing the guy the money for like taking her to somewhere.
So she's
And
she's not on the gondola yet. She's still.
she's on the gondola, and the gondola has like untethered and departed, and is like moving away from the dock by like 5 or
Starting
6
to-
feet. And that's when like Cerberus hits that dock and like like
gets her because I was like,
so it's
hunting
not
dogs get-
yeah, it's not so much that like he just straight up takes her down, but like they're both in the water like next to the gondola, and she's like hanging on. Like the gondolier is there like, what the hell just happened? And like can I use the oar to keep the giant beast away a bit and like try to help pull this woman back into my gondola without it tipping? And like shit's treacherous.
Cool. All right. I'm in a situation here because I have consort. I do not have command. Fudge. Because I would just. Yeah. So. I don't want to give out that. I don't want to shoot her. I know, shocker.
That's kind of a shocker.
Hey! Now is the part in the campaign where you don't want to shoot somebody? It's like
We are so close, Mike. A gunshot is loud, but I can swim.
yes, you can.
So, I want to jump in while this is all going on because I'm sure everybody's paying attention to this, and I want to use prowl to sneak up and knife her while I'm in the water. Because I'm a shark. I can swim fast. That's my thing. It's like I can swim fast, and now that I'm not leading anybody to get to somewhere, I can just cut loose.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in the water now. That's not Tangletown anymore.
So that I'm gonna do that. Prowl, risky. I'm guessing.
Yeah, this is definitely risky.
Do I have anything that could help me with this to get this up? I do have Boz's axe gun. I can use the axe.
That doesn't help you swim. That's like
I'm talking about to finish the job, Mike. That's what I'm getting on about. Yeah, I'll just use a regular blade. What kind of blade do I have? I have an unusual. I'll use an unusual weapon. So I'm gonna bust out my custom-made Takarosu blade that we all did in episode 1. So it's curved and it's got that red and jewel encrusted like gold inlaid with the tribal design, and it's real edged, like almost like shark teeth on the blade side.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything for my effect, but I just figured to throw it out there.
Hell yeah.
It's Callback City up in here.
Hey, last episode, I was gonna do Hello Poppet, but she's already on the boat, so can't do it. So no bonus dice.
She's in the water now, man.
Come on, roll 20. Just give it to me.
3 4s. Oh, it's tough.
Yeah, you definitely connect with her. I am clicking things, and things are doing weird things on me. All right. You.
Would Cerberus still count towards that?
Because
Like,
he's
is that-
still
I
connected.
don't know how
to
that
it.
works.
Yeah, I think he's still kind of like thrashing around in the water a bit, but he is out there and like keeping her in one spot. Like that definitely does help you get to
So
where she's at.
That boosts us up to what? Great effect then?
Yeah, I mean you get there and you definitely like that big jagged knife with like the teeth like there's even in this like weird gross black water, like you see the spreading pool of blood on the surface after you're there. I think she ends up having like she's thrashing around there too, and she's got like she manages to reach into like her little handbag, and she's got like it's a glorified letter opener, but like it's like just like straight across the gut with it while you're there. To do
I'm gonna click 2 pieces of armor, so I don't take that whatever it's going to be.
Okay, I mean
That just means you make it a little better.
Yeah, that brings it down from like level 1 like slashed to like or level 2 slashed to like level 1 like scratched, right? Like she's still like yeah, you have like a leather jerkin type thing, and it slices open, and you have like a nasty like it's bleeding across your stomach, but it's not like nothing's spilling out or anything like that.
Or spilling in since you're in the water.
Yeah, there's probably your bigger concern. Is, you know.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about like you just hear this audible like gurgly bitch.
Yeah, I think the gondolier is really like stunned. He doesn't know what he's doing. You definitely hear like the other gondoliers at the dock like we're getting out of here, right? Like the gondoliers are kind of like the mind where like you pay them to go somewhere and like they're secret, but they're like we're not even gonna be here. We're not gonna be like nobody's gonna be able to ask us any questions. Like they are like scattering out in all directions. While you're in the water with Jenna, who is certainly not the strongest swimmer and is very unpleasant, and there is like stuff bubbling
going to
up,
the bottom.
and it's gross.
I'm going to I'll roll skirmish for this because it seems more like a skirmish now than anything else.
Okay.
And we'll go. I'm taking it straight to the bottom of wherever this goes.
Roll me a fortune roll.
Oh no.
You sure you want to fill that bad clock up with another roll? It's only got one more tick.
We'll save this one for.
Oh wow!
It's risk reward, right, y'all?
What is the?
Yeah, actually, go ahead and do it. That way, I can't.
Oh, let's just put it all on Griffith.
Just gonna blame.
I mean, I already did 3 of those ticks. I've done my fair share.
You've done your fair share.
Dave and I just coming out clear.
We're we're just trying to make money.
Well, I was kind of at this point thinking that like if this goes on with Jenna, then that's between them. Like people like drawing attention and like doing the Lord Governor stuff. Like from this, that's kind of like reached its point.
That's good.
If he's gonna keep fighting Jenna, then like yeah, that's gonna be a fight between them. That it's once the blowback won't be distributed between it kind of hurts you and it goes in the clock. It'll just be like it hurts you.
Gotcha.
All right,
Ethan did.
fortune roll. All right, so let's do this fortune roll. Let's see if I die today. Since we're
Well,
Griffith
this is not it's not like your attack roll. It's not your action roll. This is a fortune roll for something else. So I just
Okay.
want you to make a fortune roll with 2 dice.
All right, fortune roll 2 dice. Gotcha. All right,
This is good.
all right.
This will be fine. This will be fine.
I'm gonna put a question mark.
Yes.
Death. Oh, death?
Mystery business.
No, I got a better one.
Oh, okay. So that's 3. So yeah, that thing about going to the bottom,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about getting down to the bottom because something snakes up around like both of y'all's legs and like.
Oh.
Milos?
Oh no.
Milos, is that you?
Oh.
Milos is supposed to be like standing like next to all the like displays, just kind of like, I dare someone to touch something.
Don't touch that. Like,
Yeah.
like somebody goes to try to like poke at one of the masks and he has that like big baseball mitt hand. He's just like, no.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What did I
so-
get touched by?
Griffith is gonna die.
Hey, these rivers are gross and disgusting. There's a bunch of blood in
Alright.
them attracting something. And so,
Now
where's
I got-
Demas?
No. Fuck.
So Demas
Wait, should we go to break?
should be, yeah. I mean, it's 9:30.
Yeah, it's that time.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Well, and then we'll find out where Demas is.
Yeah. Oh man. Mike, you lulled us into this false sense of security. I love it. We're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna sell some masks and then just like
Oh, come
Hold
on.
on
You
outta here.
knew
That
this
was
was gonna
great.
happen.
It
We
was
all
fine
knew that
until-
happened.
I'm
Okay,
so
you roll dice until something rolls low, and then I tell you how life gets worse.
yeah.
It's the game.
That's fantastic.
It's like-
That's fantastic.
I was like, nothing's gonna happen tonight. The sixes, they got so many dice, so nothing's gonna happen at all.
And then Griffith was Griffith, and he's like, "Well, now I got."
Well, and then things got complicated, and then Griffith was Griffith.
Well,
which
and really,
is to
it
be
was
expected.
Demas was Demas. You know, Demas did the.
Rolled low. I mean, I did 3 of those ticks. There were already like 2 on the clock, and then mysteriously the rest of it filled up. I don't know how that happened, but I'm responsible for 3 of those, I
So-
think, if I counted right.
So, folks, while we go to break, I think there's a couple of new folks in the chat tonight. While we go to break, I am going to give away beta access to Legend Keeper, which is the program that we use to manage this game, track the campaign. It's a world building tool. You can do maps within maps. So, like, you can have a map of your world, and then a pin on a map for a country. So you click on that pin, and then boop, comes up a big map of the country, and then of a city, and then of a street or a neighborhood, and then a building, and then whatever you want. So you can maps nested within maps, and then all these pins, all these articles about all the things on the maps, and like articles about all your NPCs, and we use it to track our characters, track the campaign, all that good stuff. And it's just a really, really powerful tool. So I'm going to turn on the giveaway machine for that. And if you'd like to enter in to win, all you got to do is put, what is it? I didn't mean to
It's
do.
still using 12 days.
I did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. No?
I thought I switched it back.
All good. So, folks, to enter into win,
put 12
you're
days.
going to put in 12 days, all one word. So, 1, 2 days, just like I did in chat. Toss in 12 days in chat, and that'll enter you into win beta access to Legend Keeper. Again, a super awesome program, really, really powerful stuff. We use it for all of our games at this point. And once you get it, you can invite up to 50 of your friends to join in your games. And then they can make their own games.
And invite 50 of their friends,
Yes.
50 of their friends.
Yes, absolutely. So
Turtles
enter
all
into
the way
win
down.
while we are on our break, and we will be back in 10 minutes.
That's fair.
So
Sounds good.
950 for me ish. 850 if you're central or whatever. Do the math for your local time zone.
Mountain.
Yep, that's right.
Okay,
Half
wait.
an hour if you're in some kind of like Indiana or
Yeah, that's
Georgia.
right. That's right.
Quick, Eastern
You're
Europe.
in-
What is it?
Yeah, I have no clue. No clues whatsoever. So, folks, we'll be back in 10 or so minutes, and we'll get to see what happens to Griffith and Demas as they're chasing down these loose ends.
You're ready in 10 minutes then.
See ya.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
You welcome home. That's,
All right, so
You're
I'm gonna
here
close,
with
I'm gonna
High Shelf
close
Gaming.
the giveaway here, and it's not surprising the number of entries we got. Say that because we have given away Legend Keeper a fair bit, and all of our regulars have it, and a few times over at this stage. So I just want to real quickly pick Gorgor Big. Congratulations, Gorgor, for winning beta access to Legend Keeper. I'm going to send you a whisper in Twitch, and my intention is to well, let's see here how to do this. I had popped everything out so I could do other things, and now the whisper machine is not working so well. Gorger, will you please say something else in chat so that I can send you a lovely whisper and get your email address? What I have to do is I have to get your email address and hand it to the great people over at Legend Keeper to give you access to Legend Keeper. And maybe I can do it here. Nope.
Can't do it off the one where he entered the raffle.
No, I messed up and refreshed my little chat thing to try and get the whisper to pop back up. Let's see, maybe I can do it this way. Oh, here, I can do it this way. Got it. All right.
High Shelf Gaming, the problem solvers.
There it is.
Boom.
Got it all sorted out. So,
Which leads us back to, speaking of solving problems.
yes, Demas.
Yeah. So this guy, Karth. Right.
Yes.
So I'm trying to tail the guy, right?
Mhm.
Is like the thing, and I feel like he didn't get too far because this was, it was very obvious that some grundling was about to happen. There's no grundling in Tangletown.
I'm sorry I said anything. Moving on.
I'm out.
How are you all still surprised by the things I say at this point?
I'm not even.
I
We
love the
playing
things
too many
you say.
games together.
I just put, I'm a linguist. I just put words together in their most comedic form,
Yeah, see?
which is the ways they're not supposed to be. You have to know the rules to break the rules. I know a lot of rules. So yeah, I guess my question is like, what's the sitch? Where's he at?
He had he's similar situation to Jenna, but he went a different direction, right? He went down to get to like where there was probably a boat waiting, like a fairly nice one.
Cool.
With like a dedicated like oarsman, like to run this boat.
Great.
So he's
I'm
like
gonna get
there,
on that
like,
boat.
I think
After it
it's
leaves.
it's starting to pull away. So like, if you want to get onto the boat, we got to get you off the boat. Right?
Okay, cool. I'm so glad you said that. Because I got this little ability that I picked up recently called the Devil's Footsteps. And when you push yourself, choose one of the following.
Will you pop that description into the...
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
When you push yourself, choose one of the following additional benefits. Perform a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman. or maneuver to confuse your enemies so they mistakenly attack each other. So I think we're going to need that first one to get on this boat.
Yeah, he's like a good ways away already, right? Like that's
Yeah, so this is one of those like, oh, what was the movie? I think it was like the beginning of the movie Wanted, where they curve the bullets,
Yeah.
where the dude like opens the elevator and gets back in like the 3-point like runner's position, and then just starts sprinting and like flies across the water onto the boat. I would love to do that,
okay.
and I will push myself to do so. I
Okay.
don't know. Do I also roll things for that? I've never been clear on those.
Let's just straight up perform a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman. So I think that's just like, yeah, you make it to
You
this
spent the
boat.
stress, baby.
Cool.
You did it.
That's fun. I like that. I'm there.
Yeah, you're there.
And we're no longer on Tangletown because we have, disembarked.
Yes.
Which means I can totally murder these dudes, and it's fine.
Yeah, I think Karth will definitely have like an oh shit moment, and like he's reaching inside of his coat, and like the oarsman is like wearing like this like long coat. He's been out here in the drizzle. It's like starts to bust that open and reach underneath for his
Yeah.
what have you too.
So yeah, Demas is gonna pull. I've got this thing, an unusual weapon, and I think it's the one that Demas received his moniker for, which is Babiatekos, or the Puppet Master, right? And I think it's this like Sparkcraft kind of gauntlet that's got a bunch of like hooks attached to like the wrist on like string. Yeah, well, I'll leave it there because I don't want to get too gross with the description. But yeah, he's just gonna like start whipping those out and like start pulling people's like limbs around and stuff to keep them out of his face, kind of deal. Like that's I want to try to get these guys to either shoot each other or something fun.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what's an action that you roll to do that?
I mean, it sounds more like skirmish. Brawl and wrestle. I don't know that it's ambushing at this point, but it could be. That could be fun. I don't know. It's a. I'll leave that one. I would like your opinion on that one. I think.
It kind of is. I mean, they're on their back heel. They didn't,
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm 15 feet away from the dock, and like, oh crap, what just happened? So it's not like I totally snuck up on them and they didn't realize I was here, as much as they're like, they didn't think they needed to be prepared yet, and yet here I am.
Right.
So.
Cool. So, I do want them to mistakenly attack each other, so I'm gonna have to push myself again. So I'm gonna do that.
How much stress you have left?
I got some. What position is this?
This is risky.
Okay. What if it was desperate? Like, I want to go for gold here. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, desperate is that like, yeah, you're out there and you've got them hooked and stuff, but like, they've certainly managed to get hold of like this guy who has like the big long pistol under his coat, and like the other guy who's there who has like the sawed-off shotgun that was underneath his like trench coat kind of deal. And those are like out and starting to come to bear.
Okay. Does that give me? I don't get any benefits for doing that, right? Necessarily on like my effect or anything, like on what kind of harm.
That's just like you get XP. Being desperate means that it's going to have more harm to the outcome.
Okay. I also get an extra die because of Daredevil if I do that.
Okay.
But I think I'll leave it risky. I like it because if their weapons are already out, it doesn't feel like an ambush.
Good point. Yep.
So I think Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Standard effect. I get, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I pushed myself to make them attack each other, which is listed as an additional benefit, which sounds like I still get the extra die.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, cool. So that's one bonus die for pushing myself. Cool. Works for me. Let's find out. A 6.
A 6. Okay. Um, so you were just trying to control them, or you were trying to like?
So like they're going to draw weapons. I want like by the time they're out with those weapons that they're pointed at each other instead of at me, kind of deal.
Okay.
And you know, best case scenario, somebody fires.
I think yeah. They are. You kind of like swoop through the middle of them on the boat and like get the hooks into both of them, and you kind of like up and kind of like perch on the far edge as they like kind of like pull them both twist to end up pointing directly at each other, and then they both go off. Um, and Karth has like his little like Derringer pistol, and like the guy in the back, like oh right, like oh my shoulder, but that's like the flinch that like makes him kick upwards with like that sawed-off shotgun, and like what's left of Karth is laying flat in the front of the boat. Like,
Ooh.
Cool.
um, we get bong in the distance, but like we don't see crows because that's
they're
not
so
what happens with you
confused.
guys.
Those crows
Yeah,
are so
right.
confused.
Dang.
Cool. Yeah, that went.
There's like
That's good. I like that.
there's
That
that
went well.
that sound of wet chunks hitting the water. like
Yeah, just
it's like
Mhm.
yeah. So that guy still probably wants to kill me, right?
yes.
He just did that, and now you're still there.
Cool. So I don't know if there's anything fancy I want to put on this one necessarily. But I think we've certainly entered the realm of skirmishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna skirmish this fella. I think it probably makes sense that this is desperate.
Yeah, right, because like it's
Like I kind of he's got the shotgun out now, and he's
got
already
he's got the shotgun out. He reduced his friend to like pudding.
pieces.
Um,
You know,
and
like pieces
and it's
plural.
yeah, and this is now like we're gonna start swinging at each other in like a little boat in the middle of the river. So like
Cool.
there's like
Yeah.
some unstable footing, and there's like you
Awesome.
know oh there's blood in the water. I'm gonna make
There's
a roll
a-
again
there's
in a
a
minute, see if
hungry
that's attracting
creature.
anything. Yeah,
Right.
Around.
You could throw
Okay.
another body in there. That would be great.
You know, there's
Just to
half
get
of a
what it-
body. There's half
That's-
of a body in there. There's some
Get
chum
some
in
chum
there.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get some chum going so I can get whatever.
that's
What if
just more
Tangletown-
food for the rest of the school. I mean nothing. It's
What
like,
if
yeah.
Tangletown just houses dark beasts?
Right, maybe. And I do get that bonus die because we're desperate now, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark that little prowess XP,
Oh yeah.
which means I have one less die than I did last time. At this point, in a much worse position, but that's okay. Cool. All right, a 4.
4.
It's
Um,
something.
Yeah, I think you do like you've got that like big metal gauntlet, and you do like you do catch him like across the jaw, and it's bad, and like you know he's spitting chiclets afterwards. But
Chiclets.
there's also the like boom, right, and that's
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like that's the other barrel in the shotgun. Like he's
Mhm.
only got the 2 because this is not that kind of setting. I want to say that's just like level 3 splattered. Like that's
Oof.
it's desperate
Yeah,
and it's up close.
Cool. That makes sense. We were probably light load, right? I didn't really think about it too much
I went
I
normal.
forgot to
'cause I've
ask.
I went
always-
light.
I've always gone normal.
because like we were
We just started.
hobnobbing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you knew there were going to be gangs there.
Yeah. I think I could make the justification to myself that if I've got my, you know, turn actual people into puppets gauntlet, that I've probably got enough in me for some armor, maybe.
That's fair.
So I probably had at least that much load. So I'll go ahead and mark that armor and get that down to level 2.
Okay.
Because I'm going to save that stress just in case I need it.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
this guy starts throwing hands that are also atomic.
Right. So that's level 2.
Blasted.
Blasted. Yeah, sure. Blasted. I'm not splattered because that's what happened to the other
Yeah,
guy.
the other guy got splattered.
I wrote blastered, which is not that doesn't work.
That's scum and villainy. It's a whole other game.
Yeah, that's
linguist,
that.
you
That one's
linguist,
like
you.
right there. I think. Yeah, if I'm pointing right. But cool.
Somewhere in this part of the show. Yeah.
Yeah. There's my
Next
like,
to the
Force
other
in the
copies
Dark section.
Next to the other copies of Blades, like yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. I guess I gotta finish this right. Like there's more to do, I think.
I mean, he's right there with he's gonna start hitting you with the butt of his shotgun at this point.
Yeah, that's like what he's got. It's he's gonna end up like he's already lost the grip on his like his oar here that he was using to kind of run the boat. But he will like grab it by the barrels that are still smoking and be like, that's my like thing to like start clubbing you in the head with is this shotgun.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do some risky business here, for sure. Maybe not even risky. It might be worse than risky. But I want to use my ability again. I haven't used it until now, so we're getting all of our uses in now. I would love to like use his weight against him to just launch him out of the boat with this, to where like I can just row away. Maybe he can swim. Maybe. Who knows?
Makes his way back to Tinkletown. Sure.
Or maybe get a couple hooks at him and then toss him in the water, so he's gonna have a really hard time swimming with no use of his arms.
Yeah.
See what we can get.
That one does feel like something that's kind of contested.
Okay.
Just to try to.
Yeah, that's fair. Skirmish, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like it.
Okay, what's the position? Is this still desperate?
I think risky. I mean, it's still dangerous because he's like swinging that shotgun, but also like you're like pulling out the stops and doing something beyond, right?
Yeah.
So that will help level the playing field a fair amount. It's not like he totally has you, he's towering over you with your gun. How are you going to roll out of the way? Right now, this is like a fight, and you're on better standing than you like would otherwise be in like a fist fight with this guy with a gun. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Not gonna lie, it would have been funny if you would have put a hole in the boat.
We got effect standard because it's level 2. Do I get both the harm effects?
Oh, it's just
2?
it's
okay.
What harm do you have? You just have level 2?
Oh shit! I did have bruised ribs from before. Fuck! I forgot about that the whole evening.
Yeah. So then you're at minus 1 die and limited effect.
Okay. Well, I have a bonus die, but then a minus die, so it's just whatever I got.
Yeah.
Okay, but then still the limited effect. Okay. Cool. All right, 2 dice, whatever we get. All right, we'll see. A 4.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is like you do. Oh shoot! See, I can't have him accidentally blow a hole in the deck with the double barrel shotgun that he's already fired both shots off of.
Right. He can capsize the boat.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of movement.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, you do like. I don't think it's like you punch him and just totally launch him off the back of the boat. I think it's
Right.
you punch him and he is like clearly like not there anymore. And then you can just like, like, and he's like, splash.
Cool.
But that's like the last motion as like, everything is kind of like rocking to the side and everybody's splashing down into the water with this like
Sweet.
his friend who ends about here. Like,
Great.
yeah. Do you want to give me a fortune roll of 1 die?
Sure. I'd love to
This is
do a
the-
fortune roll.
This is where you need to get a 6, my friend.
I'm just going to type the consequences of my actions for this because, in a very roundabout way.
I'm not gonna lie, that little exclamation point was more on point than I thought it was gonna be at that point.
A 3, that's not great.
That's what got me dragged to the bottom, my
Consequences of
friend.
my actions. That's a great title.
Yeah, I mean you're like there floating like face to stump with the guy who got shot, and you definitely do like see a tentacle rise up out of the water around it and like pull it down directly in front of you, and feel things moving around you.
Yeah. Is this like, how do I get out of this situation? Is this like resisting a consequence, or is this like, or is it making another action roll to do something?
I think this one is like making a prowl roll to try to get back to the
Sweet.
dock away in between it, right? Like,
Can do. Position.
oh, at least risky, right?
At least risky. Okay.
I kind of want to call it desperate.
Okay. We'll do it. We'll do
Okay.
it. Limited effect because I'm hurt. Bonus dice. Well, it's desperate, so I get an extra die. But I lose one, so at 0. So okay, 3 dice. A 6.
Okay,
there
yeah.
we go.
Nice.
You probably like when you make it back onto like you haul yourself up onto the dock there on Tangletown, and like there's the end of one tentacle, like one fairly narrow one, but like one of those like spade tip ends on it that's like around your ankle that like you pull free as you get on deck and like get the hell back
Yeah.
away from the edge.
Yeah, I think Demon's gonna kind of mutter to himself that like maybe I should have a chat with Milos later. Because I think if anybody, like, I think of everybody, Demas knows something's up with Milos probably the most, but, and that's, maybe that's just me because they share real estate in my gnome piece, but yeah, I would think that was part of I think the original kind of ickiness around Milos was part of the plan to get rid of Skurlock that was being orchestrated from prison. So
Yeah.
kind of deal. Part of all that mumbo jumbo sort of stuff. So.
So-
maybe we need to chat. I don't know what that was.
So we do have like meanwhile in the river on the opposite side of Tangletown, and then we do have like two of y'all who are just like kind of like, so yeah, these are the many features of our masks, and if you want to sign up for our mailing list, it's over.
Right.
like,
Yeah. For product updates and patch notes.
there anything else that you're up to there before we like go off to like what's dragging Griffith to the bottom of this murky ickiness?
I think without, I think it would be interesting if we did set up some kind of like means for Ohm to send information to this group around masks. But I don't know if that'd be kosher or even doable.
That leaves a lot of possible evidence.
It does.
And I don't know if it's just me, but you're quieter than you were a little bit ago.
Damn it. You know what? It's been a minute.
I think if you're talking about like Ohm distributing information back to people, that might be something that he could coordinate with Ojak also.
Good point. Good point.
I think that it's kind of time for the wrap up pitch. Get and sell what we can, and start to leave, because I think I heard 2 gunshots.
Oh, there's been multiple gunshots.
multiple.
Yeah, and
I think I've heard some gunshots. Maribel's staying very calm.
there's been a
but
lot of
let's
splashing.
We're just gonna wrap it up. We're just gonna
So that's the
sway
sales pitch,
again.
guys. We'll,
to push for more money. Can I sway or consort?
I think.
I swayed before.
Yeah.
Let's can I assist?
do consort this time. Yeah, you can.
I'll spend a little stress to assist.
So I used my Fine Disguise kit previously for effect. Can I use my fine clothes and jewelry for effect this time?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So were you trying to work out like when did the Kabuki costume change happen?
No, I was part of me wanted to figure out like how does wearing fancy jewelry help us sell masks to gangs, and part of us said, you know what? Just go with it. Like,
yeah,
it can do that.
That's my disguise, and it makes me more confident.
That's what she does. Yeah, I mean, that is the thing Maribel does, and it is part of Maribel doing it. Yeah, it's cool.
Are we still controlled, or have Ohm and I shifted?
I think this is. Oh, that's a good question. What is this now that there's like gunshots going off and like boats splintering in the distance and stuff?
Because I'm sure that some of the gangs are like, "Oh shit, time for us to go," and it's like, "Well, hold on a second, everybody."
Something here on Tangletown is not right.
Yeah,
it is definitely not controlled anymore.
Timeshares are actually a very. This is the final pitch. Everybody wants to leave. Desperate. So we're not quite letting them leave.
Yeah. Nope. You have to sit through 2 more lectures.
And then you get your lobster bisque. Not a moment before.
It's this big. That's
yeah.
My parents did one of those timeshare things for like I think they were giving away like $100.
Oh, sure.
Like towards your vacation if you went to it, and they were like, my dad has this way of doing things where he just says, we're not gonna buy anything, and the guy was like, okay. The guy's like, just took one look at my dad, was like, I believe you, and handed him his check, and they left. Like they were in and out 5 minutes tops. Wow. I was sitting in the car.
Wow.
They left it running. That's how much confidence my dad had in his ability to just leave.
Does anyone else here remember when you would just get left in a car and no one cared?
Right?
What a time to be alive.
AC, no AC.
Barely survived. We barely made it.
You had the car with the 460 AC. 4 windows, 60 miles per hour.
Yep.
You know what that is? Survivorship bias. That's what that is. We survived, and we think that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. So what's my position?
I want to call this desperate. Because
Oh,
like there's a lot of stuff that's like making having a normal business deal like very complicated here right now. There's like
but so common.
gunshots not that far, and like boats capsizing, and like the sound of servants like screaming in pain and like then gurgling in water. You know.
Yep.
See, this is the like, everybody now gets to say whether or not they're in. And then Zamira's over there by the exit with a stack of like schematics and like masks, and then a little cash box right next to it. Just like, put your money in, grab your stuff, and leave. Because night market only lasts a half hour. Sorry.
Yep.
She's wearing like a sash, but all of her badges are black because they're all from the Faceless.
That's right.
Yes.
That sash.
Is my effect great then?
Yes.
And Ohm is giving me.
A die.
I've only played this game for a year.
A bonus die.
Ohm is giving me a die. Can I stress to get a die? Or no?
Yes.
No?
You can push yourself.
Uh,
Yes.
Right. That's what I. Yeah. Okay. I will push myself to also get a die,
Okay.
and then we're gonna roll.
I was like, what? Six?
Fuck!
Oh,
Oh!
look at those four
Well, I'm dead.
sixes.
I'm
Hiding
dead.
out.
Maribel has finally did it. She has killed Griffith because there's no way in hell I'm gonna get a 6 at this point.
There's no more 6s left in the RNG
There's
machine.
none.
Sorry,
That's right,
bud.
the RNG
There's
just gave
none.
them all to Katrina.
Oh, hey,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You
You
feel that.
know who's really good at closing
Hey,
a
look,
deal?
you just boosted it to an 8 coin. I saw that switch.
Yeah, no,
change.
she filled
Because
the
we
thing
ran out
that
of
she still had a
ticks.
tick left. So, yeah, I had to put more. Like, there's like
And
one
it was
extra pie piece
desperate?
just floating there, and it was desperate. It earns XP, no fallout from it. Everybody here is like, yeah, cool. We'll like slot the coin straight into Zamira's little coin box, take our little packets and our little gift bags, go on about our way, not say a word to the Lord Governor.
Enjoy the magic of this moment, because this is the culmination of everything we've done.
Feels
Is
really
what
good.
Maribel just did.
Yeah, and Ohm's like watching all this happen. Is like, this feels really good. This feels like we're making a difference. We haven't heard from Demas and Griffith in a while, though.
I thought you were in communication with him.
I haven't heard from them.
Demas.
Yeah, I checked it on
Who are-
Griffith's mask, and it just said.
Yeah, who are
Like,
you?
that's-
Who's your fetish with?
I was listening for Demas, but let me go check on Griffith.
You want to give me Demas's?
Sure.
We'll close out. We'll get our comm links
Oh.
in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the bottom of the bear, here,
That's what you hear right now.
Some great Foley work. That was good. That was good vocal
I think,
effects.
I think
here, yes, okay. It is here at the bottom of the silk. Yes, Griffith, you are down here. You, through the murk, you can make out Jenna trying to scream, but it's just bubbles. And then there's a tentacle around your leg. There's a tentacle pretty much around her whole body. And then there's like a big squid, like a big black squid with like sort of like highly reflective eyes, but not like self-luminescent kind of things.
Yeah.
That's a good distinction. Glad we made that
Yeah.
distinction.
Yeah, because
This
this,
is-
this changes whether or not Ohm dives in.
What's my role here? I guess it's a skirmish, right? Like I can't prowl away. Like, is there a prowl here? Like,
I think prowling is going to be desperate.
Is
Right,
there a
does prowl
GTFO
again.
action?
Yeah, you can prowl, but prowl is going to be like the desperate zero effect. We need to like bump it up somehow to like get somewhere.
right?
Because it's got a big grip on you. You're not sneaking away from it unless you do something.
So
you
I got
can
hunt, which is gather information on location, attack with precision shooting or from a distance. I want to say that I am using my knife to pinpoint exactly where I need to stab this thing to get away from me, to let
Okay.
it let me
Release.
go. Yeah. Yeah, risky, desperate. Like, where am I at in this? I'm
that's going to be risky.
cool. Can I say I still have Cerberus with me, or is this too far down?
Yeah, Cerberus is nearby. Cerberus is able to like. Cerberus is like a pretty good swimmer. He's kind of nimble. It's like he's a weird shape, right? Like he moves around a lot.
Right.
It's like it's not as pinned down.
He's got 3 mouthfuls of air. He can go pretty deep. in his
Right, and I
jaw,
want to
extra
say
air from
that
having
one
3
of the
heads.
heads is gonna bite the squid thing as I'm like that's what I'm going for to get a better effect.
It's like a moose. You know, like you see the moose and they're like down at the bottom of like this lake. I'm just like, what the fuck? That's
Yeah.
not okay.
No,
What do
no.
I want here? Do I want to push my? Yeah, I want to push myself. I'm not doing devil's bargain with the devil fish in front of me. No, sir.
I mean,
Nope.
The devil's bargain is you only half drown because of the
Nope.
gills. The
Nope.
lungs die, but the gills still work.
That's right.
God.
So now you're seabound.
I'm seabound.
Less
You're-
amphibious. Less
You have to be
amphibious.
like a reverse scuba diver, right? You need like one of those big metal scuba helmets, but it's full of water.
Yes.
Yeah,
little,
no,
little
I'm not
aerator
losing.
inside to keep oxygen.
I got the stress, so I'm gonna spend the stress.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank God.
4, 2, 2, 5,
5,
1.
1. I got out barely.
Sorry.
I think
Yes, so I think that is. It has you. It grabs you. Cerberus is biting it, and it is like it. It has you wrapped in like that tentacle, and like it pulls you in towards that like giant beak mouth.
Yeah.
And I think that's Cerberus bites it as you manage to like jam your knife in it like the wrong direction in its mouth, and it's like it's stuck there. So it's like you getting away without the knife.
You know what? That I knew I was like, I'm either losing Cerberus or I'm losing my knife. One of the two. And I'll take the loss of the knife. It's gonna hurt Griffith because in my head that's like great grandfather's battle knife, but it's like fuck.
Just a reason for you to come back. You have a
No.
you have a giant squid to best in combat.
There's-
Milos just
yeah.
shows up like when it's Christmas or not Christmas, but whatever the miss is of this world. Just you get a little box from Milos. Just got the knife in it. Just don't
I
ask.
will appreciate that from
Just-
Milos.
Don't
I was
ask.
gonna say that sounds like the perfect score for a different fledgling crew.
Yeah.
Like there's the legend of the giant squid with the jeweled dagger stuck in its mouth. If you can kill it, you can take that dagger, and it's worth so much money, right?
Oh, somebody would be making a lot of gold off of that if they can get that knife back to Griffin. So there, we got a plot point for the
Okay.
next game.
There we go.
So I'm getting out.
Okay.
There's just a scene of him getting on the beach and just laying down, and with Cerberus just sitting right there, probably looking on his face.
I think Cerberus might get up there first, and you like kind of like get that one hand up and like look back at it as it's there, like not like choking on the knife, but like it's like having problems with it. And you do notice that like Jenna is still in its tentacle, and there's no more bubbles with Jenna. Like
That's unfortunate.
Okay, just gonna remove that from my character sheet there. Is this what it feels like, Heather?
Yep. This feeling of just
Lead a whole
relief.
character
Yep.
on your
Just
contracts?
relief. Yeah.
Okay.
Griffith is like, and he has his mask still on. He's like, Jenna's taken care of, and I need to have a word with Milos.
Okay. It sounded bad earlier. Are you okay?
I'm tired, and Granddad's knife is gone.
Where'd you lose it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Oh.
But let's just say a creature of the deep has it now.
I don't believe you.
I told you. That's why I need to talk to Milos.
Okay. Well, the deal is done. Maribel and I are leaving with the gutter snipes and the stuff. We'll meet you at
Good.
the rendezvous point.
Yeah. So he gets up, sore, and just takes off towards the meeting point. Probably limping at this point. Limping.
Hey, gondolier. Yeah, right. Like
Yeah, like, you come here.
The guy's like, oh shit, turn my ass around. What does it do?
Maybe we should have left earlier.
Maribel attempts to contact Demas.
Yeah, you just get a yes, Maribel.
The deal is done, and we're getting ready to meet or get ready to leave.
Oh, lovely. I'm
Are you all
Um,
right?
I'm on solid. Well, I'm on Tingletown ground again, so yeah, things are great.
We'll meet you at the exit point.
Sounds wonderful. Did you bring a towel, perchance?
Did you
Actually-
fall in?
Sort of. Actually, check Zamira's duff. There should be a towel in
All right.
there.
What stress flashback? No.
Yes.
None of those, please. None of
and-
those stress flashbacks.
With all the coin and everything, Maribel's going to be staying very close to Milos.
Oh, yeah, you notice Milos has a very, very nice coat on. Brand new gray coat.
Fab.
Brand new tricorn hat.
I'm sure I've already complimented him on it when we got
Mhm.
together.
He looks quite pleased. So,
I'm very happy for him. He looks happy.
Happy as Milos can look.
Which is great, right?
yeah,
Good fortunes have come his way, obviously.
yeah.
He has a smile that's not the scary one. That's like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's like,
Well, it's like
So
normally you get the smile that doesn't include the eyes, but like lately the eyebrows are up too. Just you know,
Fab.
born again.
See what a new coat will do for a man?
Yeah.
that's what it was. That's yeah.
Yep, it was the coat.
The clothes make the man. Got it.
It's certainly not the bioluminescent tattoos.
Yeah. Then another successful score on Bar Faceless. We can retire back to your hidey hole that you've got there in the docks.
Mhm.
Got the rest of your stuff stashed away at. 32 more coin to spread around.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh man. So.
So
oh,
what if I'm already full of coin?
I don't think
Are-
anybody has room for the amount of coin that we have coming to us.
Do Milos and Raja still have?
Yes, Raja has a ton
Spots.
of space.
Okay.
I have space for 14 of those coin.
I would give you my cut.
Oh yeah, because some people do have stash left to get. Milos has like room for, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
if
Milos
we're counting.
cares.
Milos doesn't really care about the stash though. Is the thing,
Yeah, Raja.
because Milos is going to remain gainfully employed.
Well, the crew could vault some of that. I know the crew is disbanding, but the crew could vault some of that.
I think first let's make sure that has all stash filled.
Okay.
If that's within their own pot, I think that's fair. Because I
Yeah.
think the rest of us do.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
how
so
many
it's-
is left after that?
Are we finishing? Are we into score finishing territory or?
Yeah. This is.
Okay.
By my estimation, like the score is complete. This is all like what we do with money
Maribel is
after
so
the
pleased
fact.
with herself, guys. Like,
Yeah, as well she should be.
so damn
Um,
happy.
How many coin did
14.
take then?
14.
Okay, so that's 3. So there's still 18 more coin to go around.
Okay.
Are
We have to-
all 4 of the characters? Well, we just figured out Om is. Maribel and Demas sounded like you were already totally full before.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm full.
Griffith, are you totally full before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put 4 more coin in my thing. What's 4 more, right? That's pretty good.
Well,
Oh.
I don't know if it matters. Raja's
So-
at 12 with 3, so she's technically at 15. I mean, my plan
Not quite
with
enough
my
to get her all the way.
Real quick.
my
did we have to
plan with her
pay-
was just that she was going to go back to Aruvia and work as in a gang there. This wasn't necessarily retirement.
Is there 2? We have to pay 2 coin to whoever we did a job at, right?
Well, Tingletown's neutral ground.
Okay.
But it's part of Crow's Foot.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Well,
It's you're like
Also, they
gangs do
just
not
paid
fight
us.
there, but it is in Crowsfoot. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so 2 coin to my lyric cliff.
So that
And the
is
red sashes. So
I think that actually like it does something with tier too. So let me pull that one back up. Correct
Oh, is it
coin
bonus?
equal to your tier plus 1 if you pay a
Oh.
tithe to the ward boss.
Oh,
I
shit.
So that would be
mean, we're
4.
leaving. That's my thing. We are leaving. Why do they need money?
They also just paid us money to buy things.
So
And
back
they
forth.
definitely know who the faceless are.
Okay.
I mean, that,
No,
that
that's
leaves
what
us with 14
Mhm.
if we pay the 4 coin. So
Yeah, I mean, if we don't pay the 4 coin, what happens? Maybe our standing with them goes down at first, right? So instead of being a +2, they might treat us as a +1 for not paying them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
yeah, I'm totally chill with that. Actually,
Okay. So we're cashing out. All right, good.
So
That's
that
still
is
18.
you're not paying them? Okay.
so the question remains: what are we doing with 18 coin when we don't have anything really left to spend coin on?
We between the 4 of us, the main players, not Milos and Raja, I'm sorry.
They have
We
jobs.
fill up our regular coin.
I think that still leaves enough. Well,
No,
we'd
that
be
would
too
leave 2
short.
more.
We'd be too short. Yeah.
Mhm.
What if we?
Well, you've also I mean see I feel bad not giving money to Raja. And you've also got like Kess is still out there somewhere too. Like there's people you could give money to.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
like we could bankroll Kess and the gutter snipes.
Yeah. Push any additional money into Welker, which is keeping other things afloat.
Mhm.
Can I make a pitch to give a little bit to the poplar? Little shoemaker?
Oh yeah, that's fun. I like that idea.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
One or two to him. That's fun.
Okay. Can 18 coin pay everybody we need to pay other than my lyric live to keep them happy and not say anything about us and get us out of town?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there we go. Money spent. Well,
Mhm.
everybody's paid except for my lyric. They're just like
Get
they
out
want
of
to
our
be mad
district.
and then they're like they're leaving. Whatever. Yeah. They got a little sour taste in their mouth, but like nothing to get worked up over.
Yeah. Well, and also the red sashes were at that meeting and they know you're going. So
Right.
Mhm.
It's more of we're getting rid of a potential, a legitimate threat. Like we came in strong, throwing the teeth of Skurlock on the table. So like
Right.
any higher tier gang realizes, oh, these were people who can actually be screwed with. And I'm sure rumors got back about Demas leaping 15 feet in the air and another person just disappearing into the deep, and the gondola's like, it was a shark dude. It was like this weird creature with a 3-headed dog.
Yeah, so Kess, the cobbler, the gutter snipes. Probably kick some Ojak's way.
I mean, Ojak, I'm going to be in contact
Or
with
unless-
in the
okay,
future, right? Because
yeah.
I think Ojak is like a worldly being. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
you're keyed into the worldwide Ojak network now.
Right? Yeah, I think Ojak's fine. We have to pay
The
Ojak.
Ojak web.
And actually, Ojak was the first to get the mass schematics. So I mean, that was
Okay, yeah.
they had exclusivity for days.
Mm-hmm.
But propping up and protecting the gutter snipes is
Yeah, that was a crew
Key.
that we
Yeah.
we cared for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's do the actual official after the score because we've kind of done payout here. But you do get rep too. 2
Thank
rep
you
by
guys
default.
for bankrolling Ohm for 14. That was awesome.
Oh
of you all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if it's like the 3 of us have our stash filled, and then I'm just
I
sitting
had
over
not
here, that's
expected
like,
it, but I do appreciate it. So thank you. It's
You
fun.
take care of baby.
we
You take
take
care of
care of the person. I mean,
Nice
literally,
baby.
you're the reason why we got all the money.
Yeah.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm afraid you can't do that. Ohm is baby. They are baby. Check
I think
yourself.
so. It's 2 rep plus 1 per tier higher, and there was a couple groups in there that you did tangle with that were at least equal, if not higher. The Hive, who Jeremiah is part of, is a tier 4 org. Um, so
Cool.
I put 4 rep on the sheet.
Sweet.
Yeah. Heat, for all it's going to matter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Let's
Loud,
go
chaotic. Yeah.
My part, mine and Ohm's part was not chaotic.
I think any night market or illegal meeting of all the gangs where no law enforcement arrive, I think that's contained.
Okay.
I was like,
You
mine
know?
was underwater for the most part. So like,
Okay. Um.
He mistook on
Me-
2 dudes with guns and one.
And all those guns went off.
All those guns did go off, but those dudes are dead. And Demas only, has some perforation in the abdomen a little bit, maybe. Some
It does
bruising,
say
probably.
it does say +1 for high profile or well connected targets. So we'll throw
We're
one
all
extra
very
in
well
there for that.
connected,
So
yeah.
that's 3. Ooh.
wow, wow, we got away
I
with
know,
a lot.
crazy, right? Any
bitter
from
is
complications
real.
of double bargains? No. Let's see. Entanglements. Not even going to bother because it's just not that could be a thing.
You can't
Entanglements is
tangle us.
yeah, right. Like yeah, the entanglement is ooh, you catch a flat on the way to the train station to leave. Like that's
You're telling me we actually got out of Dodge? That's amazing. I love it.
I have the people who are trying to really leave to inform the Lord Governor, like
Hey,
eaten by a
Raiders.
squid.
McStabber Studios, thanks a ton for the raid, guys. We
Hola.
are wrapping up a heist using the Blades of the Dark system, and you guys are amazing for showing up. Thank you so much. We're passing out Scoobies right now. We're doing all of our post heist XP and payouts. What was our take tonight in terms of coin? Was it
32 coin?
32.
Yeah.
32 coin, pretty
But-
solid. So Raiders, you're showing up right at the good stuff where we're divvying out coin and XP and all that good stuff.
But also, this is our last heist in Blades in the Dark, so you've come for quite the occasion.
Yeah,
The
this is
end
the
of-
last time we're gonna be heisting in Blades of the Dark. Next week we're gonna do a little epilogue episode, which will be great. Oh my god. Oh hey, you guys were just in a raid as well, or you guys just got raided as you were finishing up. This is awesome. So hey, let's all hang out together. Be another few minutes, and I'll shuttle you all along to the next awesome streamer, and that'll be good. Yeah. So we've been playing this Blades in the Dark game for over a year, and this is our like 40th episode, I think, right around there. And we have the epilogue to do next week. This Saturday we're starting Aegon. So we're doing a bunch of cool stuff. But I'll stop shilling. Let's do our XP, Mike.
All right. For the crew, did we execute a successful espionage, sabotage, or theft operation? I'm pretty sure we did.
Yes.
Yes? Hey,
Yay.
that was the 1 XP that was left to fill the crew advancement meter. Again.
Hey!
Again.
We have all of the ships.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, do you want pack rats now so you have the extra die for acquiring an asset?
Sure.
Yeah, there.
Of course.
There we go. See? That was an easy
Wow.
choice. The last blank that was on the character sheet is now taken.
Our last special ability.
Wait,
Yes.
really? We're gonna do the last special ability, which we never.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
You know what? Actually, no. That's brilliant. Because if we ever had to like do the Maribel, sounds the horn of Gondor or whatever, and we all got to come back, there is gonna be some rando pile of junk, and it's like, we got to do this again. One more heist, right?
Yeah.
Dig through
That
all
would
the
actually
junk.
be a pretty fun, like, Christmas special. We bring the gang back together for one last heist.
That's
Thought
right.
I was out.
Christmas-
They pulled me back in. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
A
The Lord
Christmas
Governor
special,
has
like,
resurrected Cinder, and she is.
oh no.
It could be as simple as her brother has really messed up somehow.
Yes. Yes.
No, we have to kill him. You know, if it's our crew, we've got to kill him.
It's our crew and Maribel. Someone that
now,
knows Maribel.
what could Grell get up to that would be so bad that like people have to travel? Like, I'm gonna spend a few days on the train to come help deal with this situation.
Right.
With-
Right.
I'm sorry, with how much my Maribel now controls and Milos, she would just give him to Milos.
Grell
That's
has-
probably the threat too.
Yeah.
You know Milos, right?
Yeah.
Did we continue with challenges above your current station? Yes, you did. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
Oh, I think we bolstered it a couple
Oh,
times.
so
That was
sad.
savvy as hell. Yeah,
So
okay.
savvy.
Also, pretty weird. You know,
Part of it was, yeah.
True.
a little weird. Yeah.
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
We did.
Yes.
We did it.
Yeah, we did.
Bink. Okay. cool.
Completed the arc. It landed.
Yes. All right. Ghost, did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
Yeah.
I believe you did both of
Twice,
those.
yes.
Yeah, so 2 XP for that.
Yes, I did.
Did you address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem?
I did. Technical skill.
Cool.
Not so much mayhem tonight.
Take the XP. Maribel, did you address a challenge with deception or influence?
Deceived with my disguises and influenced with my words.
Did it
That's
all.
2. And Demas, did you address a challenge with calculation or conspiracy?
Do like physics calculations count? Because
Yes.
there's a lot of creative uses of physics tonight.
And you
Yes.
gave yourself the towel at the end.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
did. You
already had
planned that.
That was
towel.
calculated.
I was like,
That was a conspiracy towel if there has ever been one.
because
That's
I was
right.
sitting there and I was thinking like, I'm asking for this towel, and I'm like, no, Demas already had the towel. This was all planned for. There's even one for Griffith.
Hell yeah, boss man.
Yes. Did everyone express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Twice. I lost my grandfather's knife. So sad.
I would say at least one for there.
Yeah.
Demas.
I think there's probably at least one in there for Ohm too. For like, there's an awful lot of mask stuff, and that was like his whole.
Ohm's whole thing was the culmination of
thing.
this. This is true, and like the whole idea of us distributing the mask technology instead of selling it to the thing was really Ohm wanting to not give the Lord Governor all the power.
Yeah,
the
instead of
mask.
like, I think our original plan was like to what, like destroy it, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We were gonna just destroy the masks, and Ohm was gonna cry all day for that one. But instead, we got to give it away to everybody so that the people, or at least the gangs, have power that the Lord Governor was gonna have all to himself.
Yes. Cool. And did anyone struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session?
Oh. What did I do that was unstable?
Reckless might have been
Reckless. and
like. Don't you have
vicious.
reckless? Yeah, like.
Yeah, I have reckless and I have vicious because not once did I look over there and be like, I should save her.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
love-
you,
I
you,
love-
you were like, they sent their assistant. I'm going to dive into the water and stab her. Yeah, like.
I just love that this game really rewards you for having like traumas and having like problems that your character struggles with. That is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have cold as a trauma, which I got shot a bunch of times, was kind of a problem for just decided to just go ice those two dudes. So I mean, I don't know.
You
Cold,
know,
I
you-
would-
you paid for that. You paid for that murder that you did. for sure.
I would say cold because you did it in such a brutal way. Like you didn't pull the trigger. They pulled the trigger on each other.
Yeah.
True. True point.
Yeah,
There's
that one guy
some-
turned into chunks. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
the dude did turn into chunks.
Oh, what the new people have missed. Y'all
It's
missed.
all good. It's all
Y'all
good.
missed a
Yeah,
wild
American
ride on that one.
diplomacy. Yeah, y'all are right. Maddox Twitchmas. You're absolutely American diplomacy. That's what we do in the end. And we can only go so far away from our roots here. Oh man. Is there okay, so I've got the last thing. On the veteran stuff, whenever you get an ability from another book, that's you can only have 2 of those.
No. Well, yes, but we
Unlike
went up to 3.
the regular sheet, it lets you add as many as you want on this sheet.
Fair enough.
And I
Fair enough.
think
But we have decided.
Oh, never mind. I have 4. We've decided to go to 4.
Okay, cool. I'll spend all my XP on something like that.
yeah, I
Which
also have
won't
4
matter
on
because
there.
Ohm is going on the shelf. I get it, but you know,
No, do
It's
it.
still
I got a full bar here.
Go use that one ability that you've had since the beginning and only used once.
I think Demas has earned another dot in skirmish.
Yeah, that's what I did. I put another dot in
fair.
skirmish as well. I was like, I've been in enough fist fights in the last couple of weeks for me to have skirmish.
Right.
Yeah, I filled survey and study. So
Nice.
Next time we do a Blades campaign, all my stuff's going to dots.
That's what it's
In
at,
action.
She
man.
was so strong, man. Having like 3s and a bunch of stuff, having the ability to resist everything really well.
getting
Oh,
'cause I mean,
up to
these-
4 dots earlier would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
we take
Yeah.
master class
Yeah,
right off
so
the
good.
bat. Yeah.
That was tough. Such a fun game, Mike.
Things-
Dude, thanks
things
so
that
much
we
for running
learned.
this. This was a
Yeah.
really great game that we got to play for so long.
I'm so sad that I got to shelf this character. This is like my favorite character.
Yeah.
Well, we still get one more week. We'll do next week. We'll do like epilogue and like kind of like what happens after, and I'll ask around in our Discord and stuff if there are any like NPCs that we want to see, like whatever happens with so and so kind of deal that we want to have scenes for, so that we still have some more wrap up and closure here besides just like the score ends and like that's it, the end of the movie. It's like no,
Not
like
The
what,
Sopranos.
what happens
This
to
is
these
The
people?
Sopranos.
Yeah, no. See, that's what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah. Thanks, Cyber Studios. Yeah, that's exactly right. We also recently ended a cyberpunk game that ran in for 40 episodes for over a year. So like we're kind of wrapping up 2 really big campaigns. And this weekend and next week we're starting 3 campaigns.
Yep.
We're starting Aegon on Saturday, which is another John Harper game. And then we're starting Shadowrun on Monday, which Katrina is running. Ethan is running Aegon. And then on Friday, we're starting a Mass Effect game that Casey is running.
And then
And
we'll be
Mass
back
Effect.
with Mike with Brindlewood Bay and
That's
then
right.
Red Markets.
That's right.
Yep.
And Brindlewood Bay.
So yeah,
actually we're starting
Brindlewood Bay
Friday.
for a little while and then Red Markets. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
yes.
did we mention the horse?
Well, you see, Jay was in
Oh,
chat
why
and he asked about Snowflake.
why?
So we had to bring up that, like, yes, this was a game of Blades in the Dark with a unicorn that was a suitably Blades in the Dark
Ladies and
unicorn.
gentlemen, come back next week and we will give you why this horse here took up 15 episodes.
So much time.
Look,
So much time.
Not only that, but like my fever dream one night where I couldn't sleep
I just
in Photoshop.
I just
like-
love that the introduction to the unicorn, because we always only knew it as the unicorn was coming. The unicorn was coming on a boat, right?
Yep.
And when
Yep.
we met the unicorn, the first thing the unicorn does is grab some dockhand and eat him
Him.
and
with
throw
the big
discards.
alligator face. Yeah.
And we were like, wait, the unicorn is carnivorous? Oh yeah, it's got a giant alligator face. It's like, what?
And it's doesn't look like your normal unicorn.
It is a beautiful steed for my wife, and I do not sully Snowflake's name.
He ate a dude.
Oh my god.
Ladies
And
and
tried to
gentlemen,
kill, you almost killed him
Blades in the
yourself.
Dark.
I got
That's-
yeeted into the black murky water because of the thing. So, and Griffith has a temper.
Oh man, McStabber, I gotta friend you. I love that you're running all these vampire games and all this World of Darkness stuff. I got started in World of Darkness. Let's connect because this is kismet. This is
Come
so great.
join us at our Discord at High Shelf Gaming Discord. It is a great Discord where we will talk about all of the games.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
some of y'all come back and look at the VODs on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I'm
5
gonna work.
different
I'm gonna start
games.
working on trimming those soon.
Yes.
Those
Oh, good.
those VODs.
Oh,
I've,
yes.
I've been meaning to ask you what level of trimming you would like if you want like.
We will discuss. We will discuss. We'll get
Yeah,
all these VODs
we'll
up.
get that.
Dude, this is so good, McStabber. I love everything you're posting in here. This is greatness. Okay. So
Oh, David, don't forget about your werewolf game that we're going to try to do also.
yeah,
We
so
should
I
bring
do
that up.
run a monthly Werewolf the Apocalypse game. Unfortunately, last month, because some of our players are in school, we couldn't quite get that one together. But hopefully in February, we will find a Tuesday where we get to play our werewolf game. They're in the middle of like a
There's 4 of 'em.
vampires little home.
My
We'll see how
fault.
that goes.
Maybe
that's-
our baby werewolves found out that vampires are a thing and found a Nosferatu lair.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, based
Maybe.
on like that, what we do in the Shadows themed one shot we did, that should be fine. Because those werewolves tore all those folks to pieces.
They did. Those werewolves did kill everyone. Yeah. So yeah, McStabber,
Except for the
connect.
ones who left.
This is great. This is great. And I played so much White Wolf in the day, werewolf, and all that kind of stuff. So getting to run the monthly werewolf game is like my little nostalgic thing that I just love doing. Okay, well let us raid somebody. Let's go and send all of you lovely, wonderful people on to the next person that we like. So yeah, there's Cave Geek Art. They make a bunch of cool maps. There
Brendan is on doing art.
Who is?
He does a lot of Friendon. He does a lot of kind of reminds me of the old like Rat Racer type cartoon type stuff sometimes. He's done concept art for some different people. He does a lot of he plays a lot of like DCC.
Oh, cool. I'm down for DCC. Can you?
But
Can you
art
toss us-
wise, I'm not sure what he's actually working on right now.
Okay.
I see that John's still on, Ethan, but I have a feeling he will no longer be on shortly.
Yeah.
Right?
Is
Okay.
John wrapping up? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go to Cave Geek Art. This is a guy that I love to raid. And Cave Geek he makes he really got to start making maps on leather. So he would like bang out the leather, do a big fantasy map, and then he would sell it. And now he does like Photoshop, he does all this other cool stuff. But Cave Geek Art is super dope. And he runs good music and has great interaction. And looks like tonight he is putting together another fantasy map of some kind. Yeah, this will be good. This will be good. So we're gonna go and head over to Cave Geek Art. Give him some love, some emojis in chat. We'll be there with you, McStabber. Guys, thanks a ton for rating. And of course, everybody else who is already here with HSG, thanks a ton for hanging out with us. This has been a blast doing our last heist in Blades of the Dark.
It went about as expected.
It went great.
We
for me.
didn't die.
That's right. That's right.
It did what it does. That's it.
I ended the game with 4 6s.
That was the best roll we've
Last
ever
roll of
had.
mine.
That was the best
That
roll we've
was
ever had. That was
Best
amazing.
roll.
What is beyond the devil's crit?
I don't know. All right, everybody. As always, have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
That's right.
Yeah.